Kwesi Boafo ese se MPP amanya kuo no apese wo mudi nkunim 2028 dia na wo hope a wo wo nipa a wo bebo mo aye Dr. Yaw Ose Adushum ya Chronicle Democrat ade won amanebo ade aba Chronicle na ode Dr. Brian Achampo ode mfonyin ababeto a na wo se woni osuse galamse kono a yeni abrede mu ode se ye prisi ebetu ase a yentimi ntu ase nyina no wo se woni de osusu se nka be ya yenyan efamagudi etu bosome miensa yemfa 90 days nsi wo na enya efamagudi etu eno beboa pa ama okono a yeson se yebetu galamse ase no ebetimi awie peyo ya atese Chronicle ede ho amanebo ede aba na busuafo yemfa Daybreak Democrat ano na yemfa ntoaso ema Daybreak Democrat ano emu ha se ena wo se o hwe ha se a omampanyi John Dramani Mahamada eno wo se nyame eya adom Granada president ebeba Ghana
mame ko amano se ne honorable Matthew Nyindam oye mrasebedwani okpandai yene no ni komo ranking member information communication select committee of parliament honorable memo akwaba
mejo so
good etina wuchem na bibisa se etina cha se 80 subscribers ne yedom kwa akoma telecell na
yes enti ne na me patchre ne se Nit FM mo atie for regular listeners ne sabe ebia na mo ho atochima kakra na mo management ababe ka kire mo atie for ne se enam se ya problem ti no mo nyina se ama mo ntinu to peace mo ntinu to mo ntinu to Nit FM mo ntinu to Peace FM na e kire se indirectly no all persons na omutie mu Nit anopa show no ade chimpe omu sore a omu kwa kotie Peace FM. So indirectly your station is dead. That is the meaning. In this ukachira say yenko roaming on teleseller. Not indirectly no. You are just telling us to move from 80 to telecell. That is all. And that is the danger we are sensing. And that is the danger that will come in. And no more say in this economy, no, they think that they should merge number 2 and number 3 so that they can compete with number 1, which is MTN. We have answer, then you are getting what we call a duopoly, which is also very dangerous. Let's say, yeah, sorry that now who are this the other one no, or to me making sure say obegunu. When you are going to pay now on Wababenya monopoly, and in this venture, no, telecom sector, no, it should be highly competitive, and variety should be there for customers to choose. Because and then 80 problem now, mania now, for billing system now, the voice billing now, they are the lowest in the market. Think it sabi 80 to me jina na so na kasa ye na yet me say nema year. We can control the billing system and then the cost of making calls and internet and all those things. And you know, full say, nyina nim or how na 80 no. Ska eno mini bie. Mama yemfa kwan bi so na yempa strategic partner. Or no ye ready so be ye adwuma no. Obeso 80 ase no na waso na ase. Na Ghana so yet me anya a very stronger telecommunication sector. Because MTN na and you can say, oh, Obia use MTN, Obia use in your they are providing the best service. Alternative no nya there, enya available and amount never biwa or how moya.
Okay. Na maybe sasa ebra na mowa ben mono. Yama mi oslowiso transaction or ya Ghana ya de J 80 or so on $1. No ebwaye aba bedu pempensuo ya na honorable Sam George kase within a period of 8 months losses in kwa wama encountered about $10 million. That transaction ebwaye
in the first place, who had the rationale behind the decision say also I take it or be acquire 80 for government now. Nay for one reason or two reasons. One, to make sure say customers, you know, will be kept. 2, to make sure say omo employ over 300 permanent workers. And omo contract staff no over 200. And omo na omo see bojo and them no be 1,005 Ghanaians no. The idea is say if government takes over 80 now, these people will be kept because now if Airtel was folding out. And if they have left the country, that is all. Strategically, they have to come in and take over and protect them. 2, these workers are still receiving salary internally generated by Omu company, 89 Kasa. They are still managing this. So that tells you the resilience and then the Ghanaian can do spirit now. 84 Elmuno. The next thing was to look for a strategic investor, which he did by commissioning Deloitte to come out with companies are also 8 years. Like I said earlier, the first one was Hanan and Partners. Choose first, and they were also bringing $150 million, and they were looking for 85% shareholding. And what the second group sales station for. And the third group was Africtel. But I'm saying, about 20, Emma companies in one side. So they didn't, after Hanan and partners, they just left. In the Honorable Sam George Bay, knowing the history behind it, he did not abandon the blueprint. Or shall I say, or visit the blueprint, by looking for strategic investors. You see the number 3, and Africa, Omuni George, and signing some memorandum of an understanding, with Recton, because Africa is the local partner, and then Recton was the foreign partner who was bringing the money. And that was the decision of Oslo, which Usha a boy, Afro Canada, obey the day. In as much as Mumfa capital injection muno, omu operating a cabede a beba. And you just needed a capital, a solid capital base of somebody who is interested to invest. And good time for Sam George. Recton was available and he engaged them, and we don't see why. And now you know reason now Emma say also that is our problem.
Okay, iti aden na mo mo parliament idie. Mutimi twe eye soafo yi mutimi twe obi ampesa mototo na no na ke yen the reason said ya wokan say yen the reason say strategic investor wo ho na obe inject $150 million e de rate mo na mo beba say Telecel $40-50 million e be rem na omaje aden na mo nya ne sanfa man
yeah dey be yo ojo dey be pa but na ye kan say all engagements ni kasa bebrebe a e course no farm minister onyam fasansi nyina ma parliament. It is just engaging the press here and there. Yes, or recess. So we equally thought that we should engage the press and let the people know. Say, anyway, ne koso. Sabi, one kasa uti hwa ye wa ibone. Enti say anwie ye na etenase. Say ba betwen ansa na parliament aye sese a. Wa hwia na punk na ombetwa uti no. Obe sore kofie no na oyerne onkwala na omakwa kwasere. Nti aye nyina ye keka ne ye kan.
Okay. Enti say abeto abonten the ayetie are you aware more aware say Woma completed the deal between Telecel takeover of the 80?
No, we are not aware. But you say this inconsistency by say publicly no or no minister no announces say there is a measure or there's going to be a measure between Telecel and 80. Oma publishes our website. Bloomberg also published that same story. Emma Telecel also published it. But within a day, they all pulled down all those stories. Now, George came back again to say there is nothing like a measure. There's nothing like that. All of a sudden, he has directed that because of force majeure, 80 customers should be roaming on telecell. And we think that this inconsistency is can be there.
What's your telecommunication industry? Ghana, you fit to say.
Well, after your faith, any in our years, currently, our minister in some. Otie nkomodi dia ekoswa. Onwa minister nima. What is fully aware. Ne say yenye sika na ye de boa etia. Eti be gina na nanso. Se eti gina na nanso a Telesenso 70% shareholding, so it is more or less a private company. They will also look for money, like they are looking for $50 million to come and inject, you know. And this almost what you know, so this is one thing. Me person we United here. When Telecel buys Omo Babeto Vodafone, to almost they were coming with a capital injection of about $500 million. But I can tell you, say scam with the it is less than $20 million. And this the 80 you are just going to worsen our situation. So the best way to do is to allow. So even rector no kwan of who said on per omo and or person another strategic investor. We are all out for it. Say what 18 needs is capital injection. There are public speeches or no some judge admitted say bad technical know-how, bad expertise 80 any problem. So that is the forward march for our telecom industry. But say ma nipa ba ko and I been say ne open and obey there. Then in the near future no, we say gradually we will have only MTN in this country, which is not going to help us. One day you're sorry be bar, you cannot make any call.
Dia wuka ye na ma bibisa wo. Hwese ye wo company bi te self line oba Ghana ha. One day ye sorry ye no na self line network na cheko. Ye wo kwa no ma send your messages say wo mo ye maintenance eto mo pacho. And some messages yi be ya nto mo nka biem. Ne ya yete ya ne se honorable Sulowusu wa bet na Peace FM. No so ye kwam se fa kan bisa no a also self line de say egu. Me a meti hey na mato a data of 355 Ghana cedis. Be producer no so ato na me nyina with the same package so one more de sika ko ya nye obi ampo anka bi amayen ebesi ene self line yesi egu no ade no so ye prepaid woto ansa wa yusu ye sika ko mu no o ma fa ya de amayen nye obi anso anka bi amayen eti na bibisa the faith young omemufo kra how protected are we say telecommunication because you had limited kakra bi do I strong in ba ko pe and enjoy it one day you be sorry na bibia kwa na ye ne de.
Yes, say ye individual interest every month it shouldn't be a big deal. Say ye individual interest free month near the or minor interest say month it shouldn't be a problem. Until I make say the duopoly is one of the most dangerous things. You hear a bit me. Until we should allow the market. Now you providing guidance, any regulations, you know. Now you making sure say, Ansana or Bibe Basa or Babe investing in any of these networks, you know. And Mano, basis and year, Scano is available, and then allow the players to play. But yet they won't be giving your interest there at the end of the day, you know. Near Yam Peno. A bit me a bit me. But I think that say you know you can't with your experience and other people experience, you know. Say you come in you know boom. Now sabi ya nyane say me na me wa ban mu. Nia me pe e na meye. Sabi to me now me dey ama me no. Me try no boni o, me try no papa o, me dey can na me ka. E ba na sa we will get up one day and the only network I be available today MTN. All others cannot stand. And we are saying, say, it is not feasible, say, two weak companies can come together and compete a stronger company. That is not the solution to the problem.
Eti abane say yen no eche say yentimi yan ho hwe won.
Ne obetimi aye ene ne ye no ye nyina e bodowuro ne ya kasa kire minister na to be share in some say if there's a strategic partner always just like you said no every nyina adwene interaction say obi are ready say me this kapudu say my brother $150 million is not small money, and a group like Recton will not just come and put 150 million into a company knowing very well say company no end me nyadie. No, it cannot happen. Let's all go back and then do the advocacy and appeal to the government today to take the right steps and let the market play fairly. We should not be young self-interest and fun rum and say no na not problem. So as about am I.
Okay. Eti dia na mbisa say ntimi yan ho hwe say yen ayenso yesika koka mu no. MPs yentim bisa current minister say sa de no eno ano na je yesika na hye. Yesika na hye.
Us like I just a company now. That is the reason why they have to step in and acquire 80 by just $1 just to protect people like you. One say, "Oh man, yes, I know. Self life, put those can share." Everybody went home. So the decision for Osla to come in at that time was a good decision.
Okay. So what kind of sound was so yeah that's it anybody actually. I just said I'm calling on the president to intervene. Say be intervention be a beba. Who said it? Yeah, that's your pay. Jenny Honorable Matthew Nyindam, Mrashebedwani Wakpandai, ranking member, Information and Communication, Select Committee organ Mrashebedwafie. 80 the aya can say, mo amusu 80 near Airtel Tigo. Say mo na to akeda so te say. Bibia ya adwuma also. Ana services ni bi ho a ma say ye hwe say Telecom bebem. Minority fortress say strategic investor ewo ho na called $150 million ebesom ena owura Sam George akoba say wo so mo ne kura sign MOU memorandum of understanding wo mu nim de ba ya adwena sesa say Telecom for the $50 million ebeje Airtel Tigo ye be hwese ye be communication ministry ho wo me wa ban mu no na yetimi agi nchiremu ne gie Babi.
Na majari ni ba kuno no de sen na eba.
Ni ba ba ko de. Strategic investor no. Ono the $150 million na neighbor.
Enti ne de enimu adu chen 30 go no.
There be ono no de kwhye ne de enimu adu chen.
Na eye hwan ya.
Oh, was a strategic investor. Ne de. Eye hwan ne de ade na wo hwe di background sa. Enye isika na e hwe so ba be so mu ye.
Bia na de omo ka no so. Na nya no kre because scanner or can yes kaketo
o kase MOU eda ho
enti strategic partner by away krata away o me yehunu bi
e say no communication minister na so me yehu eni tu no mo de o mo so mo bo o man na mane no parliament resume
no one woni san krata no
na bibisa question wante bibisa no say Womo name the reasons behind because womo you are aware of the memorandum of understanding.
Be way. So womo yehunu bi na yen.
There be kwabna abemu pen for na say yehwenti say ko epushi communication ministry no. Na yembisa womo. Reason being tin obi the 150 million eba.
Dear men so
na akoba say
aya no kura sai obi the 150
no buy. Oh, say ye no kura say ye no kura. Enye wo me wa abemu ne yebetimi yebisa womo.
But nipa wo allege no ono so onko ma yehunu ya nank yehunu say oh adanse nie you know these politicians ebia de o kan kura ono so kura so nya no kure wo be da hunu
obi anka say de o kan ye no kura na nya no kure enti na me say ye bob pin
so ma yehunu say enie sana magere was agyeman enko and the $150 million at the buyer. Emma minister ne ka said there be empire nank ya yes wo so
mame kwa amano so na make am etio for so say enano pay me was special guest me was surprised at the my etio for there anope was surprised by the mom.
ɔno ala waka kyerɛ sɛ wonti no ɔba
Me cram so make a say you. Pious and now had day spokesperson the man Dr. Brandon Champon. You know any comment. Honorable March to say.
Yeah, many are Joshua.
If you have a call there,
And I don't any more five boys in Quim, but you made some more.
get then you go pass. Yes, we are here. That's a say we be sir. Na ye be so sir. At the end, my Dr. Brandon Champon and Rebecca said no, not necessarily state of emergency, but you here 90 days near suspending all mining activities, regardless of a care.
You, many opinionated time, Mamincha or Namincha, a Tifuna Nanope, a Sanfa, a Chia, Kesiapa, and Farmer, a Tier 42, MPP, or CIN4, the party penny. I free year Dr. Brandon Champo. Frankatuni for Friday, 2026, to Abanavia, Nature, and I'm a Tier 4 Nanope. Ubisami said, Dean, a dear Nebema Yerano, I can your kaya a fagalam say no. A year or draw ma or ma Ghana for our junior home, and Nebema Yera Dr. Bernard Champo, and so I didn't know Asana to Sa Galam say, Sensema, a Yati at the Ghana no, also didn't know a bit too more. What do you be brave? Yen to me answer how we are no. Konyaya and Kasa Galamse Assembly and Ka Yahune Pumus the bread at Ada. They are dear a two baby poor, Ghana water. Yamshe and Sha Ebenumukrano Yabekra a free baby. And none yet is say Ghana water for say Omufidi, a homo treatment plant, a war, a central region of baby. Woman to move and the school color Wesley girls only child school say work keep costing in a colano almost packet echo issue and sana women in first grade schools no if you are yet environmental protection agency ankasa financial or share environmental protection so ankasa babotin abekase Yamshia, Diana Yeti, a better poison, and I hate it. I know one of your sister radio stations. I can say, I say, there, I don't know, I say, Yama, who call the Black Water Crisis Equano, Lucas Equa. Na, Yerano, now, Oyi, as a Bisabiano, only essential for movie, oh, yeah. And I said, na ni to Ketakra, ye kono na ye bumu kuntano, na uyi asembiano, na ocheche muse, ye nukre, onunya ya, unu sensu tobre, ena ye umi. Entino, ema ye njini sikamu, ye njini nipa apomuding, ye njini sebi ekuyafo ejumo omuye, ene the general degradation of yen ecosystems, yen shoe, yen sassy, and in your man, yen junior who can it chance ikesika. A woman say a yanyaska cocoa yeton, yanyaska, but the punk one who here change sika. And you know, Australia, yen to one among na any money yen so tobria ye will be. Yenja mining na yen fancy chain. Nini nara yen fancy chain. Yema hukwan because even omo claim say omo ye licensed small scale mining kana ukochu because say oye galam say gra mu radio station for nobody want that say oh yeah licensed small scale mining. And the confusion we were system no more. And the enkai to make journey na busumi miensan ya ye won show to be mu otokasemu yen river bodies no they can regenerate because at the end issue to no na flash enema toxins e wo nsuo no mu no ɛflashe na within that 3 months no so no na mpanyin yɛafrɛ yɛhu ɛnyɛ politics and I'm saying no a national problem. It poses an existential threat and yeah it is a moratorium not too so 3 months yeah issue to boy no na mpanyin sinkunya na yɛnyina yɛtumi adwene ho akɔ akyire yɛadwene akɔpɛnkoro develop a national and workable roadmap bia yɛbɛtumi ɛde asɔsaw ɔhaw n'ano nti no ɛyɛ ɔdɔ a yɛwura no wɔ ɛde ma ne man a na ɔdwene ekyirema ehu say we have to be sustainable even in looking for resources yɛpɛ sika nti no ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ ekyirema yɛbɛsɛ daakye no ama ekyirema no ɛno nti na ɔka ne ɔkaeɛ no
na 90 days esunsunsuanso because kai say mfa wo ne kai bebo yenim say bra na mo wa ban mo na do dan kwakufu ado or the tabono de to mining activities so close to 2 years results been the timi achieve ya na you so significant. Why such approach say because 90 days? Yes, and no crampo there echo close to 2 years.
Well, who say cancer enjoy mining meaning na near you no patch and say illegal mining media ya there and no etiamran dada. Nanka ni kwanse was say yempo. But there is licensed mining a binumusu e bata ho e shechirin kakra na esumasi bibe mu na amanfo de fa ho enti se ye bane ni nyina eno beboa se ye bepo skafra se ye posu transu be usumi miensa ebiom I say medical catcher say ono no was yen say because of the insutobre na a woman so that the toxins can be flushed. And no na yet difference here. A woman anemia ebia ubeka say ya yebida. I was say to me to one among because no sana etoso no na e flash no udi fufro usan twaso ya then adena kwakọ say gains be anyone because toxins ne film na fufro eba ebema adeno kra no solution is the one ko wani mu kra entina all can na me sutu say etumi tie na supremu na yeto anamon se na opese yeto na ebebo amene wumi no nyina.
Okay, it is say no said o chum na nye state of emergency no
there be was this a state of emergency no eye dinema aban no to be ya ka enuna aban no feel say ontumi nye no a or feel say no we betumi aye no kra wo mu say state of emergency no what implications be enti yewra no onye obi a ono ne politics no or can asem keke trase of the vote to anase populism or twini o man no enti anamo e beto a ebeboa Ghana man ni na no no timpo na oye politics no public service no person oye amanyo sana impenyimu chire yen se amanyo and it's not personal, it's not partisan, it's a national call. And the was see this approach is no so to be aboa.
Okay. Na se be ya ban no so de be ya adwuma no so ye another story no so.
Acho saka obi o.
Dia mi bi sane se waka. Se be ya aban no so de be ya adwuma. Eno so another thing.
Say ono de wa ye na famu de kana obeka na odi atu aban panyufo nenim who could declare state of emergency and no so ne huka and ne ma bebre we know enye man say yenye mining biom nyame di skakoko no kye say yen nya so fa so and in principle yura enye opposed to mining ya chete nyame nya mayen e wo say to nya so fa so but kwa e fa so a ye be na a ye nya fa so a en ha echirema ene impo ene ekura no na ye ken enti ade se de na ye de tu Ghana ban ni no se omunti yera no asopemu na ye ndwene nipa na pomudin ye se aduane a ye di kwa ye di poison ye nya nsuo mpo a ye benum enti ye besre ye nhwe na aban oti akonya so sisi omunti yera Dr. Bernard Champo asopemu omuntu ho anamon anybody boya nsuo no gu so a eto enti ye poso a tena me chenchiri mu no ye nka say mine ye see ye ntwenso na as the rainy season helps us and the river bodies are regenerating no at the same time no na epenyi esinkunya ye hwe kwan a ye be responsible sustainable mining na on Ghana any emunipa omusu pese omuye mining no ebetumi anya so fa so abra yan ha asase ni nsuo ni yen ecosystems no.
Okay, nti say yemfa ne say waka aban na gye atum womo e de aye adwuma 90 days abosome miensa no mining activities ye wi a e de na aka say ba say ye de be ye adwuma
Na me ken say then ye be no be say onka say ye poso no na ye de yensa hye ye dem refemu na ye ti akoda da bi wo say ye poso no na impenyin fa no adwene o adwene bebre wo kwa ye be fa so a ye betumi aso galamsey ya no na akwanya no ba na ye freedom ye friend begin say obia e chere na dua bitimi di say you Dr. Bernard Champo so e be chere na dua but ye njina nkrane enim entutu nkrane enye sana muka no enti no baby ye jina sese no e wo say yetumi etwen so kakra na medical kan no benyimu ana mo chere say ye jina nkrane mu entutu nkrane ye jina nkrane mu sese enti se ubeka se yenye se ya wo ya ne se uda ho jina nkrane mu entutu nkrane enti ye twenso a ye besi komia samre no do a ye ru ano de hihye ya wa ye a ebepua se ye be jai sa eni ye boni ordinage nchire ebeba bonte
internet chere say aban na montu a watu say ye ko atia illegal mining activities ono no gina chirehwe a ohun ne say anamontuo ne na enko yie ana results na ye hwehwe ne na emaaye enu ti na ode aye nyina so de ka say etese ye stop all mining activities no
ni apenyi asema obisa ya de corona o anka na monu ko yi a ehun susu aso ye behu enti no enye blame game ena abai we na anye si ena abai we ena anye si yes no the politics you betumi ayo but say the results of part there then we have to be focused on the main issues and then say at the end na ebeye enti no say e boss bo na abai ne bo de modern abai nye eni de obi enim on se nche for mu di ejire na mo na ye to no e de mfa so papa bi ba anka ene Ghana water anka omun dumo mafibie mu anka ene kondomre ene what we call cocoyam mankeni eni nasifu a ye kache ye say ye poison na side ene ne aduane a de me pepper ye ranu so person local foods no papa kona o ye the local food ya omojuma ebe ye wakono na ye see side ene ni na ye poison ena afi everyone na ye ubisa se ye abai no nantu na anamompa na se results no na ehu a I don't know the I think that we are belaboring the issue. No, there will be any that I was there. Galamsey fighting, we appear to be losing it. We appear to be losing the fight.
Na yaya politics kakra nso wo mu a we baby say na mobile ben me o boss you kra no ye minister of state or a cabinet member na mobile ben mo okono mokokoduro he ane na mo wo position obe suggested the current government say on declare 90 days and also be ya no say
Obeying media where the imagine a major. Bibinti na mpenyin etu yɛmfo sɛ ɔbɛma bɛyɛ bi. Yɛntumi nka sɛ MPP aban no baeɛ no ɔhaw ɛwɔ Ghana nyinaa yɛaso ano. Wofa galamsey a aban no bɔ ne ho mmɔden papaapa. Aban no bɛtumi ayɛ kyɛn nea wɔma yɛ no anaa ɛno deɛ ɛyɛ asɛm bi sa obiara bɛtumi ayi ano. But ɛnyɛ nokorɛ sɛ MPP aban apɛ nso mpanyin de ɔmo no nsa hyɛ ɔmo de mmerɛfɛ mu. Nia nipa betumi ayɛ yɛayɛ nia politics nso betumi abɛ mu abɛsɛ na kɔ politics nso bɛyɛ ne deɛ sɛ no yɛyɛ ɛbɔ yɛn ho mmɔden ɛyɛ no na politicians ne na mekyerɛ yɛdeɛ yɛba mobɛyɛ man ni yɛdeɛ yɛba yɛbɛyɛ man ni ɛgyina so koraa ma 2020 abatoɔ no wɔn a wɔnim ɛsi ɛwɔ mining area ɛnti no MPP aban na bɔ ne ho mmɔden the impo MPP modern bono answer Ghana for any and almost you NDC for them bra. Nanka yeshwe ni mse omuba omukra ne de omudie no ebe chen yen no. But ni ayeti wo sisi ano omwanka santi akto mo se ade no kra sisi asai kra atete asai kra. And me mpese ebe politics of equalization. There will be some say na mpanyinfo no abamu na dia na mo no betumi eto o to be pa but yanhwe ye na ye frame conversation no sa na dia na kwa say MPP versus NDC and you know the critical analysis that is required for problem no na enunu mumu ye dia senchen then we all begin to wear our political colors and then the matters become confused so media message say or how I was it, no, a no day war. Near Sabi Yado, near a monodin corner, but the apple, near way and no, and I have a bomb back. And you know, young focus on that one. Here are no time in government and a whole kaya no. A dance, you know, will be able to make the one dance here. A Greek indication, cocoa syndication, cocoa draw out to me, ya, or tremo, and what peja cocoa buomo. Answer now, nobody had the answer, Greek minister. Cocoa bottle barco, the ton of bay, and can it 8 million. Obefish, no, the ton of barco by 31 million. Ya cocoa drone will be a cocoa drone, will be a tima, a wabadaye, a jenny nipaho, a jenny.
But since syndication here working, a former cocoa board boss, Ababe Chirumu say, and a yen one was so bekasa because a year or no, and pushy sad, you know, into no crumple rejected at the cabinet level, and I said, I woke up so now cocoa drew chairman.
Mean Jim, this cocoa board CEO, Ebekania. Wakano, then you know,
former. It's a former and your current CEO.
And Americano, the former, no mean Jim Disobedient, who can't see the Wakano, so a no question Waka, and then I'm in the way out. Mr. Medi CEO, Ika Crow, at Timothy here. Yankana, Yamemono.
Oh, but Piles, I was one to say Wakasa, Emma.
And I'm a sister or can the sound poor Medina Muyao. Obonu ni di na me pese me di mapeni. But I'm saying that me CEO, me suna me CEO ni na amemo nhihye ya no. Agencies to say Cocoa Board, National Youth Authority, Ghana Health Service, any nasifo no. We are implementing agencies in matters of policy, solely reserved for the minister But minister no yene juma. Of course, agencies under him will help. Maminfa mimi hono fanye mfatu umao. Na yeni national youth policy. Me and me head a technical committee to draft a national youth policy. To be able to do that, me minister the mami akwenya, because without the minister's authorization, mean to me policy discussion there. It means to me demanding chapa. You know, minister, and in the specific matter of the policy to cancel syndication, no. Minister and a shepherd a proposal no through EMT, economic management. Minister and a grata no cabinet a staff committee. Abu who never defending CEOs and cabinet of whole a minister and a bekoko. CEOs don't attend cabinet. The way or cabinet a minister and a debeko masebedi parliament. I don't just say CEO no one can be. In fact, secretary or cocoa board or type policy documents and as a secretary or minister or our binding document no crano. So no swabua. But minister no never shepherd a policy document through cabinet and through parliament. Meaning no on mampini our tianko nyasu or no never tiatumu and no ultimately no policy dear a free yura on mampini. But yura no onu nipa bafun to me in sabakun to me kata onyami no waponing the two minu and or their share ibinu mu aye from ministers and the near president by no now or the two mina minister na minister yama no and the president is ultimately responsible. But in terms of say you shifting a major policy like syndication, now CEO of an agency ebeka so no na minister na ya. I mean it's very laughable. Laughable. And intina ayemi mama. Look, politics are a bet me about say ebia opinion onyaya ope obifu frose anka ombe ye fraketuni. Ebia obifu fro ye na danfo enti opese tade pano embe ye. But look, Bob Marley say, who jobless, no one cares. Enti no kwedi ba akupe. Na Benjamin say ono akasa kwa onyaya se okayampa onyaya na kanya sama osoka. I mean this is a slap in the face to our governance construct. Yes, and she said it.
Okay. But campaign you saying is there someone that's all I may say campaign you saying
Eko ye papa menua.
and to that's all greater Accra, right?
There be enwa nyamia dum ye di greater Accra ediaba ewieye. Na mamefa wakwenya isu na mfa Yera Dr. Bernard Champo na Sida and from MPP or CIN4 polling station executives, electoral area coordinators, constituency, regional officers of the Greater Accra, both current and former. Omatre odo papa. Yenya so ahokikane odo a omadane dia kire Yera ofo kwanswa omuji Yera so koye nasem eye nkabom eye nkunimdie eye tumia odibeshe polling station for ni electoral area fonsa sebi resources any eniama ebeba bafem enkawie mu biom ebeba fem na nkunimdie nechi nso no enwansi da enwumfaso ebeko fem direct to the polling station. Na sa minyashi abeye anthem ewo MPP no mu no yebe jaita anthem no eto na nipa anya ni preso faso no that message of hope, some message of restoration, some message of unity, some message of victory na Yera Dr. Bernard Champo edinam no a Greater Accra just like other regions ajia to mu prekupe esa she no bo omuma obi embe dada won edi won musika adwananka biom na omubeto aba no e de ama no no ehun asida e na mede ma empenya ye wo greater Accra ye da wo masi papa minia ese weni I mean it's humbling the candidate ya enye se waye bi da o ebi no mukra ye bi da omo no kra onkrofo disi a omo nyina betai yewra Dr. Bernard Champonche eye nyame adom ene odo a party for no wo entiasi a party for no enya edi amano no eye ade a asoye ni bebre ye da omo aso omo kra gidie no mu e mo ma ho kwan se obi ba ba huna won e mo ma ho kwan se obi ba ba dada won na se na da bia ono akasa ka no se utai na chi a ono so e ba ba tai wuchi se kutu se Brian enokura no eye yewra na se be dwani a wo anya so oto honorable Emmanuel Tobi ene di ba yo na no osi se kutu a delegates ono se Brian and to me na enter ba go se kutu
say Brian but don't go kuya yo mo
and then no ya wo it's region
oh okay
o say slogan na de ba
and em wamampo
se kutu
say Brian
sharp
I just say we be a course
one thing
okay pass yeah that's an obey all right Yamen count on higher neat 100.9 90 days Dr. Brian Champon our preso between Frank Adiama MPP or say by declaring 10 not necessarily state of emergency on mining activities or mining activities. But doing what I want to say. Fafa 020-1162-746 020-1162-746. Now me say me was surprise be at the mouth. I go see out on them.
My Jerry.
You there?
No, pa.
Yeah. Okay. And what the I'm interested in him right.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan kwanu ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura dia ka ho. Uhade e wapi ho. Ukasa batete e da fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Catch up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear say this way chocolate drink. Ya sorry no pa no ne yenom ye be sha fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho anu ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti anu a he se kire wom kokko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so se
This way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so se
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie. Ghana Montie.
Ghana Montie Sunia Boni 100.9. Tie messages we kakra na ami akosu awa ha. Me surprise na wo ma so. I be ready. Richard Daddy Frama Samara says MPP not tired of organizing unproductive press conferences with the main aim of jealously attacking hard-working ministers. The Airtel Tigo that Oslowisu corruptly acquired for $1 in 8 months made $10 million lost. The hard-working Honorable Sam John has found a way to avert the loss and clear the MPP and Oslowisu's corrupt mayors, and shamelessly, they organized a press conference. Mark Jerry, do you know that in October 2024, Nanado's MPP auctioned Metro bus for 2,500 cedis? I blame the Attorney General for not working fast enough to put these corrupt thieves in his home. Okay, Richard Odifri Amasaman. Meshach Asante say, hey, the government, the government led by President Mahama will soon clear all the galamseyers from our forests and water bodies, looking at the measures they are putting in place. I have no doubt in mind that the current NDC government will stop or drastically reduce galamsey activities to its minimum level. The likes of Chairman Woontumin and others should not be spared at all. They should be severely punished according to the laws of Ghana. It is also a warning to my own NDC party members who have interest in galamsey activities to desist from it in order not to offend the state, because the government of President Mahama will not spare anyone, including his own party members. We must all support the government. Meshach Asante Odifri Amasama. Meshach ina mese ka ko wura ni shop mu no. Wa test ya. I say no shop, the phone shop e wo bacho na. Ka ko wura ma kronfo kra san bo awuram. Ewia phone su ni nyina ze na so ese. Enti NDC for Meshach Asante mu serial caller serial text amko penhwe. Eze Abrante na so ese pa. Enra me ne ka so odum ze nko yi. We say good morning to you, Mark Jerry. We, the youth of NDC, are praying and shall continue to pray that MPP delegates shall repeat the mistakes again, which NDC shall never do by electing Dr. Baumia in their January 2026 presidential primaries, for us to win the 2028 general elections as they bring again. Dr. Baumia, who could not even bring votes from his own region and was rejected by his own MPP voters. Chunk of MPP members shall stay home again. Good when Mark or the free salt pond and now or the abbey. Good when no kind of some say. Or say, what is Dr. Brian Champon saying? Was he not in this country when his own government was giving licenses to his own party people to mine in our forest reserves? He should be ashamed of making such comments about the galamsey issue because they caused the mess. Greetings to Eastern Regional Chairman Mark Oliver Kevo. Lamtekin Rashid Gulf City, also Mark Jerry. I'm here to receive a polling station where the figures changed after Baumia conceded defeat. Ghanaians choose democracy over violent takeovers of government or power in the early 90s. Elections are contestations of ideas which are weighed by electorates, whereby the one deemed to be superior emerges victorious. Quick one on this. Or say, my name is Ebenezer from Kobenya. Or say, I think the AG should fast track all prosecution to shut the micro minority from the noise making. Honorable Ayene. Hope you have heard them bragging about not a foul in prison since 9 months. The NDC assume office. You better up your game. Attorney General. We Ebenezer or say or the free Kwabenya. See where? Okay. Onye yimu and then me boss, my channel manager, Kwesi Abwaje. The super duper man. And the Brakwesi, the darling boy. One more darling boy in the actually. But we just on country. The darling boy is in the house. Long time I'm watching the voice on Neat FM. Brakwesi Mache.
Ajay.
Yami Adomboko. Now
Fishapana.
Fishapa say we jam over in film you know it.
I see. The radiasi.
Yes.
That's the most important thing. Ya kani na inshra.
Inshra.
O sorry na wo nkwa wa ahoden a. Ewurade timi hye ne ho anuonyam e wa abrebia mu.
Sa.
Enye ni a obedi, enye ni a obehye, enye bebi a obeda.
Ahoden no.
Ahoden no. There are people who omo a lot. And but baby ebi oda no.
Yeah.
Sika bi eni ho ebi asase su ha oni bi.
Yeah.
Japade bi eni ho ha
oni bi.
Enti ebi a wo so de me fansa no pay. Tale odwi ni abedi ho.
Yeah.
Ni abehye. Efie ru akra how. Ejuma wo ye bi abo. Yes, meti ase eno no betimi edi areho but nkwani ahoden hia. Because when you get all these like sanya mo na unya na se nkwani ahoden ni ho a. Masa.
Yeah.
Every be a trim na menka ebusuafo ya. I saw some videos of Ora Asuma Banda.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
And I was like, this man has lived a life.
Yeah.
You can't go on a phone penny for be a sika. Asuma Banda.
Or to be articulated tracks and near the saloon cars at all.
Yeah. So when I saw it and I said, look,
yes, no.
Yeah, nkwani ahoden ya.
Me kai say bra kwa say well mo no. Na wasem bi a wo kan ye. Wo say na ewiase nti enu anie. Say wa badwuma wa kofie school be kobi.
Me yonko bi o.
School be kobi.
Yeah.
Dan okay what's enti de. E just say ewiase na enu anie na sa se be da bia no. Me na ringi.
Me yonko bi ano e customs.
Yeah.
Ono ma okan sa
ma.
Pantini na o si kwisi inti wiase no ni nya. O si e bo sorry. Idigidi ibo gware. Boko adwuma ibedidi na apon edi traffic ma na abefie ba bodu fie o ma na ya kakra ya tu yare kakra na me ya wa daroma na utimi nya utidi ma no asan sore na dakro nyame ndi wa fofi na te se enwa
I just say we are no yes yeah
and then ya
atino yeah owonkwa isa pepepe
because ania man sika bia ni we tumi to
yeah it's true
sika bia ni we tumi
it's true
said that me kata o say abaya etemu ko wura ba ku bia na odi mutintim a video bi ni pe tiesia mkohra okura poma
okay
ne top no wa now
say we are saying na kwasi adam fu no okay
enti misika wo da ba di oni eni je bia ni ho because so we are to that extent the better to rest so but ahoden no way
that's right
wunni ani je bia
ayasemo
wo nkwa e wa ahoden a we billionaire
now because I've just seen something
okay
because I mean this is social political show now
it's true
so me real no me who daily guide that has
okay
now me show you my MPP flag bearer race candidates in fierce battle. Now, so me who say MPP for say next year number 2 about
January next year that
no say next year
but next year
okay
I just say your 1st January next year
me fi kwa brand
next year
next year now so mpenifo be ye num na omoda ha
no wo mo na epre
na omo pre me boa
omo na epre omo ni obi aso atyesim
unim say me hu niam bi on social media
okay.
And not just social media
all right
so I refer people to 2 stories
okay
me hear stories back me who back or hanum saying online or say a presidential candidate who refuses to concede defeat in the face of obvious loss is a coward.
That's right.
And a danger to our democracy.
That is correct.
Miracles. And what can I say? Now, there's this also here that I'm seeing at Ghana Web. I will never concede defeat until EC declares results.
That's right.
Kennedy Japan vows. If you two are, listen, with the MPP for nipa mpenfo enum ye omu nyina wo ho no nipa ba ko ne ba be ye candidate ama MPP
enokrepa
yesi utwa otachire Maria
onye na bia
nia me pese omo ti ase ne se nia omu ye bia no omu nkan daachi sam penifo enum nyina no ba ko ne begina etu frank ama party no nsemfi enyama boni bia be kan fa obia ho no eda wenimu twen so these two stories now me refer you to online Bako, yes, miracles, and I've seen Oshe story now. For instance, so call 3news.com story now. They've attached a Facebook post, of Dennis Miracles. And if what I'm seeing here, if Miracles, he's not doing any good to Abia Kennedy Japan. Canadian Japan so be any of these candidates. That's why I say everything that you doing, one of them at the end of the day no babe too franca nyamuye na NDC for so boaboa no and a party be teach you NDC
and now brother say mami call Dennis page you know so but the say the page the Facebook page you know or say a president candidate, meaning a presidential candidate, who refuses to concede defeat in the face of obvious loss at a time when there are multiple incidents of violence across the country is a coward and a danger to our democracy. Courageous leaders act in time to save our peace. Until we do not kind.
So
no official page,
and this one people are linking it. Say, Canadian Japan or Canada. I don't want to believe say. I don't want to believe say Canadian Japan because I don't see.
When so yes, 16 hours ago.
Me who say about Canadian Japan. But send your online portals, nature stories. Now it's okay. Well. Or refer to Canadian Japan. And I'm saying that if you are referring to Canadian Japan and you are telling Ghanaians voters who are going to eventually say if Canadian Japan emerges victorious, say Ebiono Betu Frank and you are telling Ghanaians that this man, he says that so no Ebia say Odin Kugo Kura the person is danger. It's dangerous to our democracy. I mean, so you can't be mean kebu amembu.
Let's just say what say to internally no. What will polarize? What more?
And if I refer you to the Ghana web story now, if you go to, I say I will never concede defeat until EC declares results. Canadian Japan vows. Nia Ghana web story in the say, Ura Canadian Japan say, or no as a candidate, or no as a candidate. Say. Isi mbe declare say we din kugua pray ne ho ana untutu mrika nko kan say me din kugu. And I've seen a lot of MPP people on social media. They're posting this and they are saying that this is what Canadian Japan says. That or no say. So they are now trying to say delegate and no more better about MPP for now more so more because at the end of the day nipa bako exactly. So if you are telling Ghanaians say okay this is what Canadian Japan or then you are also telling us that this man does not deserve eventually if he emerges as Obia or Babetu Frankama MPP. They are telling us that we don't have to vote for this man because it's danger to democracy. You understand? And these are things that look you should be careful when you're born to because now you're perceived to Franka and by the time I'm one kasa mube wiesa Franka mube Franka tuninu na party no megunu kojo. And I'm saying this exactly because if you are telling Ghanaians that Canadian Japan is a danger to our democracy, that means that if eventually he emerges victorious, so Onuno Babetu Franka, then why should Ghanaians vote for him? And these are things that we should be careful. And Obiti say Bia miracles. Na Ebia wo yes way. And no ma sebi Obia ni nim die no. In fact, Sebio form or can BBC Ebeka show, but when you're also spearheading it, and like I said, I've seen a lot of posts on social media where these MPP people, they are funny, they are telling Ghanaians, and they are referring to Canadian Japan, so don't vote for him because he said. But reading the story, it means that Sana Kennedy kind. He's just saying that, and why? What is wrong with that? If I say me as a candidate,
electoral commission
exactly
declare result
and declare result.
Exactly concession be amaye.
Yes, and why is that danger to democracy? There's nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Say ufise wedding kugo na obepre hu ababeka say okay well me din kugo ana me dituma. Why not? It makes things easier. But I don't think that if a person also says oh me no metwen na say easy na nkasa ba be declare. I don't see so kakra me dey me can teach you MPP for na so omuti social media. Ana ebia mo anso mu kegum no mo am party na mo say no. That's what I just want to say.
Yeah,
I just saw it and I just
many honorable ayepe interview enra. Yes. And na me bisa no say na mo kasa bika oh candidate we dey ono pe and obetimi the unity e dey aba party dem. Candidate we dey ono pe enye sa any other candidate bi aba let just say we ye chitafo nko we ko. But na bisa say na honorable ayepe say na mo kasa ensem we ya. Candidate will be a potential winner. It is a more candidate na mo prefer na winner. So are you saying say wo ko bon to am obi a wan fa unity am party ni mu ana? Yes, na be that question. So it ko ma wafutu a wo dey men. Say some more kan no. Wo mo say that chi bi no say wo mo you after 31st January. Na ye sign a box ra mo biem a. Enkonko ya asem foforo. Very important. It is one can say we say one we at the end of the day one we na beka bomo na matai nipa ba ko achi na nipa waka so no ntim fa unity ma beto makota in the chase of campaign
because I mean Manjeri me say dan follow bebre but mo a metititi hu sem ni be like stories ni be me hwa na me say they were and it goes to both political parties. NDC and NPP. Say, but okay, yeah, flag bearership race now. My first one, yeah, no name. So NDC for some.
And also, I who ended them.
You see,
say beach. Yes, as I say, Oria said, "Don't get yakra taking the time to explain the entire so thank you to." Manphobia, thank you to.
But I think said the last time I NDC, I mean, me, Omobabe flag bearer.
Yeah.
I think Kwamne Dufo.
Yeah, Kwamne
Dufo. Yeah, there were some issues, but I don't think the way. But I don't think the way. MPP for the omoye the teacher Ebano Kennedy Japan Dr. Baumia quite man for first omoye no for me dangerous and I think they are giving some weapons to NDC which me nyobia me say me can be actually move far fine ma bom far masem because me party no me ko party no mugu no
omo fa no say we win near a party corona womo fa no say ni obenwi no we ye enemy womo de no
okay
but what they are demonstrating now
womo no
okay
one sir we yet taf wo be crab omo mfa no so MPP
because you didn't go nti ye hu ni say ye party
obi nkoto and say bi na see ye
okay
because womo koto aba Kennedy fi say bi an ye ma bi ankoso yi enti ni supporters ni bebre ankoto
okay
womo nkoto
okay
enti womo
I don't have that evidence who now come on
over kwesi womo nkoto okay woko yi we supporters be na MPP de no enibri wom
and but na ni jira kasa no so
wo di wom internal politics ni di agro they will come after you
okay
unlike NDC for the no well aya na ya kakra phone na but
when you say NDC in cause such elections what do you mean say there Omuyi flag bearer.
Said yeah,
but the last time Omoto say I mean
that we Kwabrado for say
no but say no pressure obey you know if you do baby no who's okay well
it withdraw
no withdraw because they able to settle
okay said your damn okay beba said your odame beba yeah one more toy say yes or no because per I don't have a popular acclamation and this one yes or no. Now we shall who say the other make us be a NDC call. Nyabotre. Sadia other make us be a NDC and call teen election be say that no.
But Joshua Labi time. I mean, what are you talking about? Yeah, but Joshua Labi time. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's not about the numbers, but I'm saying that then the
and now Ask Babin were Joshua Labi were John Dramani Mahama. I think that it be Gusitano was a Gusitano.
Or Damiden out here. Some of these things I don't readily have them. No, some of these things you are talking about, I don't readily have verified. But he says, Joshua Labi. Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Ask Bab wanted or Rabba and one more fly recipe. Oh, Joshua
the argument as a fact to say at Tamis time, wine and Yatamis Koya Tamis Winnie, Mahama time, wine and Mahama Koya Mahama Winnie. As question maybe Sunday.
We say Omunya Bibisa. Who's Omunya Bibisa? And I see Joshua Labi mu time no only Mahama April. And no come home.
2016. Ahead of 2016.
Because a newspaper did not publish because
are you saying it's a woman you withdrawn from the race?
Prime Minister contest be said that since 92.
Oh,
what you say?
Saturday, May 13, 2023. NDC Kotwaba. Na woman a contest JDM. Kojobonsu. And candidate be ana ekan we no kra no meba some me yini na abre wo mu wie ya no jam nya ahe
list no there be oname say wo contest and then they fact say there be nipa ba ko ped one they go
this man George Boatin
honorable Abambaben on contested NDC
on contest and who ballot paper
Dr. Cosby
Abambaben that's so no this is a contest you see so did you see this did you have you seen some
delegate of NDC but
no delegate I said me say who ballot paper who Abambaben who President Mahama who will be for that so no George Boatin na ko contest from Mahama earlier
and
you are not listening.
Cosby Gabra, Joshua Labi, Omuna contesting.
Cosby Gabra also one contesting. Is that what you are saying?
Joshua Labi, Omuna contesting. 2020, Omuna contesting.
That is 2020.
This is your argument as qualified.
I'm contesting. Woman competitive way.
2020, Omu prime minister no. A Cosby Gabra contesting. Joshua Labi contesting. And Mahama Rini. 2023 still. Dr. Kwabena Dufo Kojobonsu. Woman now contesting. I'm still Mahama Rini. Omu di baf a paper so.
Emma and no crown Joshua Labi kra kwato aba no na yesi ni din kra ni delegates list anymore. Emma won say ba so obi and din wo ballot paper so yesi ni din kra ni delegate list mo. Emma onu gbomo kra congratulate Mahama. Mahama was contested by
but say omuko elections say na MPP
omuko Omudimba paper so.
Even where George Boatin the free one a yes and no nearby. That was 2012 the now.
Omudimba so.
Nipa another Ask Babin. Now Ask Babin. Hey, come Ask Babin come o crown out from ya no mokasa o revi. How much money against what Babin? Ask Babin.
Contested.
Babin campaign team near friend Ask Babin.
But mon say enkomo MPP need to
Odam na do about it so far MPP said they will can on NDA so one more befa say futu na I think betimi abo party
Odami person say futu omo be for Odami ko prebe bi tran
okay now so far politics in there wo mpa je be kwem say wuja e chire somewhere 8 May 2023
okay
and wuja dwumadi e de share mensa ene apamfo a do mu jaaye it aboma over 2 years now consistently deja ye de agine mu ababedu sabi so far wuti e chia normal ekosen
oh now baba Jimmy na say I mean ask for I don't know say maybe I me mark we na enu ya be mark ya enya
mark enya mark you grab say but
na so my mark results
enya results have but
and I mean to wasem na say because
okay that's what I mean but just say we giant 8 May 2023 and your baby so mo and na ye twa be 2 years in ene ye no wahia nya marking na mepe but I mean the political space how the program would actually because now we're politics and actively we to how was it like saying that we said your political shows the politics are yeah how does it go?
No, I mean I think for me the most exciting thing for me was the fact that I didn't have to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
How much? Sorry, I've
just
been enjoying myself. Say, I don't have to get up in the morning. Say, mean sorry, how much? That was just some relief because listen, it was very stressful. Man can't I mean, to host the morning show was very stressful because and yet just the thing is, and yet just hours about do radio no super. Even if you radio show. And it still continue. So that's the first thing. But Niameka Kakra on said, I think there's still long way for us to go. Because we hear Seni AC and Niamana, still we are allowing the politicians say UMBCCN. We don't know so okay, we'll be crafty radios because and I think baby I don't know Obiti radio so okay. Well, you want to hold someone accountable. Na obinsu teacher office okay we belong here we belong here I somehow I also agree or understand say yes when I first saw Agyeman I think my politicians not fight no too much and these are the host of the various shows because clearly you could see that okay wage na hanum say wage na so instead of an kbia ye be buana na these politicians we hold them accountable so crown we've taken sides and in taking sides, it's not even helping because listen, nobody, Ubia want the biases. So we just have to be, let's say, impartial. But you cannot say, okay, you're objective in a way. But you just have to be impartial because then give both sides of the stories. You understand? But I think that the key thing or the most critical thing is here, which is maybe host of various programs, say we are holding these politicians to accountable. From where did and because most of them try to maneuver to the media influence
space. No so many so media space we
exactly so which is really but I think it's not just peculiar to Ghana because the interesting thing is that and one place may tackle US listen everybody knows CNN baby omujina that they Democrat. Everybody MSNBC Democrat. Over to say be a Fox. Everybody knows that they are Fox. Fox is Republican. So even in the so-called developed country to say be a fine, so-called maybe fine the leaders of democracy to say be America. You even have this media space. I don't know what say. Wage na hanum saying into ufa CNN na okay near Trump baby and they will look for every means everything to say okay well near Trump are there way to bring Trump down. You look at Fox, you watch Fox and baby has to also project Trump in a good or positive light. Inti ebia minim say we are saying but whether it helps Democrats. You have
to be objective. You see, say bibi koyia obeka within. So not what they are telling the baby I will cry no won't to my bono. So not yet shape your mind, but I'm saying I told a bin so be an your movie no or no line our fan and no Sadia said yes say nyakrana no moka. For instance, would you share man you ma MPP aba NDC aba what decisions be or how brakwesi say what na your radio you so a kind say Sadia we pa MPP ye enye when him say many MPP mpanyimfo bi kura ahia ade na aka wa hana na amafo kura twabo ebitimi twabo wa amano no kura kaza mo de mo tete amano no na mo ka mo pe so but at the end of the day she results are about 2024 elections. It tells you say sad decisions are more your party no
baby I met you I think so meet me aka way you as a host CC I mean so betin about now where I'm sitting I think I can freely voice out this thing. And I'll let the chief fall where they may, which means that I don't care. You see, I mean, President Mahama Bass, you know, let's say barely the first 9 months. Yeah, the first year money. And sometimes when I sit back, let me see MPP for quite all day be on person of the buying fast in terms of Nyama or more criticize it, then I laugh and I shake my head and I say, hey, Ghana. A better because MPP through a year Nanado in your 2 terms into 8 years. Even when they were even in the 8th year, they still wanted to tell Ghana for say no more person catch Ghana for say there be omundu baby omunko baby I am more time even when Nanado was even exiting, they still wanted to tell Ghanaians that they still want some more time to do this, to do that, to do this. And that the 8 years he couldn't do anything, or like 8 years no it's as if okay 8 years no cry and also so Mahama Aba na say no first year of the 4 years she senior MPP kwan am dey no fast then sometimes look at it and say hey if you are separe and again when you even talk about this Galamsey Nanado wan ka say Galamsey or the name
na konya to so
enuna osubempa and he was telling them the truth. He was telling them the truth that you see, you people, Mahama Baya, gidi, as if so can Nyama Bebre, Sisia, never say. You were here 8 years, my betra be mine, yes, Anyama Wina. Obi Baye Bess, and Bosumi Bank, Monsieur, on Nani, we are seeing heaven, on Nani Ghana heaven. Your man and now do 8 years, Utimi Dane Ghana heaven.
Okay.
Or Dane Ghana heavy. Ukaka. Obisifiso and Farasem so on and easy or be a bedu at them. Kasia, Abua, Jimmy for that. Me, Udi Matema, and Sebi Bia. Because Sebi you look, Bia, Yamin Chadia, me baby, I'm a Tina Udi Matemno. Show a brabo check or brabo, I'm swimming checking a brabo. We show a brabo. Woo, baby, I would Tina Udi Mate, or a braba, and Yamako ye mouse. Ebia me dear Sebi Majeri meti hanum say na meka bosumi so ebia meje me kakra the way I see atoto me niam so ebia
bia ma na moroso
exactly but one kasa woti honum say no busa say wo wenya visa krada empenifo na wudidi omuma so iska na woti na wo send message na odi matem no omu bebre oni japade kura wa brochira ebia ne baby ko school wa brochire wo common scholarship wo de bia common scholarship kura benyamba kura wo nyebi common scholarship wi ba omo anka omo amu sika ometimi kura de omo ma ko school betu sika no wo a wo ni bi na wo sori a memeti ha me kan na wo di matem aboa kwasia Jimmy for this sebi o mi nkan ntumi ho ba sebi ebia me nkoda omuti abrochire o menkoda omuko school America free till say bi ombe wie high school no mo be yo onkola nine no obi school aban America ban mo obi laptop obi ekuta laptop
omudi sua de
Ghana hanum say akola ben na aban etimi aman say laptop jifa ko na fa ko sua de
na teacher for the class of the
one a be bo enyina otio na aboa Kasia Jimmy this say we makan radio so de bia makan enye ne me say me ko America ina me nan ko bu me na go bu ye e na omo tam me hwi omo di me do emergency me na no na tese me ntumi krom di me do emergency omo di me do emergency e na omo ye omo hwe mi wie omo hwe bibia omo hwe mi wie na me say hey e na de ka me body enye kaketwa me omo wie ye no ni nya America ni o muntie ni me nya America ni
we ya Ghana ni
me ya Ghana ni
we insurance bia wo
insurance bia makopia America me na mebu no ma fa
sadio da bia me de
emergency no me de me akọ hospital ye di me do hospital omo hwe mu eno answer omo je me passport your passport no omo take details
omo swipe
bla omo wie ye okay omo hwe me wie be ba me musam say omo ji address be bia me wo e America and I'm say okay na me bail omo say me nko bail ne beba me say bail beba say omo say I bail beba okay my baby do Ghana na be busia for frame say o bail na ba o and I'm say and I'm say 1,000 so I've got some 1,600 or so and I'm see you
$1,000
yeah
okay
and I'm see you mate na bail no so no omu twa de kire me no almost state your bail no say se me ntua bail na me nko ha me fa ha me wura ha me yese and o ma kire me say kwan a me fa so bia metua bail ni and I'm see you mate nti o mama me number me frɛ na me frɛ ye say me ni asumesi me ba ye me na me hwɛ mo hwɛ me no me pra ye me bill nie me bill nie 1,600 and something mo si say no am say ahena busumi bia
metua wa mo bi sa ahena wo betumetua
na me say busumi bia metumetua $50
okay am say
na me say busam say me ya sure
we ya sure
$50 ni okay na me say ai say me fee say
busam serious
o say busam say me fee say $50 in do so a enyo no me ahena metumetua na me say $50 ni okay no say o ba be lock e wo you know so or be say be na say patcho $50 no see okay
busumi bia $50
my Jerry and you be no come
that's right what yeah there
busumi bia me $50 no see you no mo give me details kwan a then account na me tua dollars no nya me charge me Bank of America
okay
account and am the details bibia de ma mo je okay busumi bia my Jerry na $50
na teko
bisumi bia na $50 ekoya do e ka be 600 na mia me bufu na say okay baby edu de metime tua ni nyina e do kra me tua no mzam say why
you paying
na say no I want to pay it off na my
really
me tua besine even kra me busuafo ni bi wo mu ka tem say o de wa say yo ska we kra an kai so my address bi na me tua de na say pese me ba America ha de bia
na wa so yo
bia me pese
na wa so jo
me pese me ye pese me ye bibia
Ghana ni adwe
me nyoko bako de kwesi die o die na oni mama fo mo ba ha
wo tia wa
me pese me ni America ban be nya asem bia me pese me do airport a ye be catch em say wo ba ha ye be
ye be show na fi na be nya problem
ma mi ntua enkakra ma je me tie me ni omo ni eyi
that is afin kra no what you be $600 o the whole year
me say me de otia ye nim Ghana ni this year timi kokolegu
yeah
ya hwe na wie no we dwane afi hospital because ontimi tia neka these are the things say kasanya ma we nyina say bie wo man mu a why na be bo no hu so say okay
me
visa me say me tu kwan kwa America the whole machichiri omukuru no omman. These are the things that we want to take politicians on and say, don't just come and eat our money, chop our money, left, right, center. You understand? Yeah, we need mama for politicians. Say, ni mo say you. Kase ne minu ya ba betra he. Omo be kase omo be kwan. Ni nyina at the end of the day, kakra. It is not like once they get the position, once they get the money, the influence, everything. That's all. Look, I've been to so many countries. Ghana pe na me ba. Me who say you obia siren police for the obia police for you go to so many of these developed countries you never see a policeman
and
then you kwana uba oman no uba be sum ya na and you open na I don't teach anyone no go school no doesn't he deserve a motor rider to also be leading no and this is why people always struggling. They doing all these things because the influence that they give them. Obia sorry ani amana motor rider. No di. Obia na police ni guard.
That you pian to baby.
That's what teach your mind security here so that when you are working, you don't have to work with any police officer. You don't have to work with the motor rider to the. Now then, who corner me don't I pay tax?
Yes.
I'm also coming to contribute to the economy of Ghana. Why is it that or no man V8 or that V8 me aside the motor rider didn't?
I send it a name.
And when
it's well, you know, you baby cry, you piano to baby cry. It's really disturbing. It is as you are saying, say, we say, what should the current administration months already MPP for criticisms on the mouth? That is it tends to be unnecessary.
Of course, I mean, for me, it's too early in the day. At least if they are in the second year, now you shall see a bomb to jar.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I mean at least me there be 10
years. The 2 years.
10 years. Yeah, 3 years. No, baby. At least only 2 years from 1.5 bear, we did bear 1 year, 6 months or I don't know by that time there because you even have your cabinet. You have what band BBR. So from now going, I say who's okay. Niamani be okay, you know. What shall I say? Ebia, DCC akwem. And by the time we bear 2 years, you don't have any excuse to come and tell us because say 4 years. Is what you have in your mandate. And by the time I already be 2 years, watch him half. Yes, half. Then you cannot come and give us any excuse or not, Bibisa. But 9 months, Masha say na galam say mu pretending who miracles who nam na who sami jen fi mu call the nam nsuo hu na no mu twa then am catch them. Oh, and then 9 months me was sorry that camera wo di akwa ko si nsuo hu twitwa. Na nsuo no buso me be nkrope no starting no mo. Ese mo say no. You starting say said no galamsi o msha say so mutu eyede.
But then obi so ka say bia sabre no say one wo mo opposition a. Said dia wo mo so ka wo mo nsem say wo mo ba be man expectations na high. Share the likes of OSP, Office of Special Prosecutor. As a menu nyina dance for. Na do ba ya yet Office of Special Prosecutor ba hwe MPP foi wo mo heli office to the extreme. And they dey akoba e kra ye owura matena midu. Yeah, bragwasi minu nyina ya dance for. Texters in the callers see bragwasi wo de obehu. Bragwasi matena midu or special prosecutor. Bragwasi ya dey hu ye. Ti one more position na. One more can some na to one more ba man expectations na high na.
Of course, I mean say no dey say come. Say no na nya na do pen wasem kope na no ku yi kama no so say ono the presidency crab
to the fight against Galamsey.
Enso abedi 8 years presidency wan fan to resign because nipa bibini there's no way obeka say obeka say okay because of this I'm can say because of this I'm resigning. We do 4 years or do we no some pray another 4 years. Meanwhile also the presidency so we think that the promises that they are making I know the omo kan ken kwa omo be kan ni nyina de ye to aba no mo wia omu but to be very honest, maybe I can try to say, it is not bad. I think say Abanwe, they are serious. I think Mahama, we should the President Mahama, we should there.
Okay.
Usha, send you see any Yamama, so senka the first step
from an appointment.
Send Nisa, yes, so senka Ghana for 20.
Okay.
And seriously speaking, I think say Nisa. Yes, I mean, and yet to say like. You won't get it perfect. And yeah, yes, nyama ba kumi bi omo ya bi gina ha me say, ade we there. But I think that the man has really learned a lot in terms of Ghana for seeing he the chire no pa say 8 years Ghana for after we voted him out of power. Yema Osantine fie 8 years. Yeah, they say 2 terms. Yeah, the man anado. He realized that when who say yes Ghana for, you can't take us for granted. You understand? So I think he's doing. I mean, his bit. And may share 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, then I probably
But I comment a quick one. Major issues be by one, the removal of CJ. Your quick comment on that. Na yenshe the fight against corruption. Ora Attorney General posture or the approach.
I mean, because I'm a student of law, no one say a ban of CJ issue now. Unfortunately, no. Yamra ne bi won ma Jerry minim say whether be are going forward ni how ya ankasa as on my any amanyofo ye use no whether who here say be a yes sai and answer cry bi omu. But you see, at the end of the day, they use the legal processes. So you ask me whether fine quite fast you no na enye. if I listen to Abia so far, and then Abia Nyama kind in Yamehuno, then if CJ Su Nyama Omokase or na, then you ask yourself, say, now so call Hoko then you understand?
Okay.
Because say Bia unim so okay, me too quite cry. Say mint mini assume see way and I mean to me in fact me back and I mean in fact say, why do you do those things? Because the moment you do those things, now I say, oh man for who quine. No, I'm so I'm for quine bia. I mean, but I mean, be that as it may, I think say a saboni because listen, when MPP also comes to power, they will also find a way almost so sija usuwe yinu no ombefa kwan bia so no mayin and say na say ekwana sa na say ekono ana you understand so then you come back to me ana me sha say me kan say emrano you ask a kwan aye fa so aye use mrano ni papa mu ana ne boni mu ana I mean that's what I have to say honestly speaking me I'm indifferent about talk on no mayin no so betna me at the end of the day I just want to see say e be your mind no Kebima mean Kebino course, but I think that it also sets a bad precedent because one way MPP is so bad, no so bad, but ECJ for because they think that no this one and we can't continue like that. We can't continue. Like that.
All right. And the corruption, corruption, AG's posture. Then you know we are student of law. Which age the posture? The press conferences be aya oye, ne which NSA scandal appear, and then they were filing our court. What's your age posture approaching the fight against corruption?
Well, ABA made particularly made when I made the case made the National Service Day. Quite almost I give to your word name. I think that Sana see a corner. Yes, so your mind for quite be so nasty, but near you nasty okay, sir. I said, you do faster and so on that score, I am happy about what they're doing because Nina a fight against corruption. Yeah. You understand? But men pese beye sa na ebe kunkon ho no na 4 years in the best so na say bia say NDC ndin kunim na say bia MPP ba ye ba na ebe just ampenifo we nyina. Just as some of the cases are bia MPP time no na e wo no say NDC ba there are some of them maybe you are drop because you so you see we can't continue like that as on mine. Yes sir. Yeah more mine. Say when you pack no NDC ni kura na be MPP for almost ase ni efi say no kwan a ye de ne fa so no enye kwan pa ye ba ye nto aso and obeka I think say the first time of Omanpenyi Mahama. Yeah. I think I don't know Papa is it Abugapele na hwan?
Yeah Abugapele one of them quite way.
How many got 2 munu?
Oh, dimba ko count na court. The court. It one more shall process and shall see a war. Or my penny Mahama pencil.
Exactly.
And I bet 2 hours one another.
Yeah. Because we had to say a year Papa DA. Minim so pudi whether it was
prosecute.
Whether because
and then a year Nanado don't buy no more chassis.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm just saying say was the Nolly prosecutor done at Nanado's term? Because if it was done at Nanado's term, then they won't say, okay, well, they don't have any case. Because NDC Bana say,
NDC Bana no betray.
Exactly. Now, okay, well, ba bema, and I be more bem, and no more shut down, person, somebody and call for the fire, crime. So, is that really the case? And I be only park.
Because I wish a lawyer Chatuchi Kata. Also, no, no, James Jetchukwe or say, Attorney General friend catch and say, on fat Chatu James Chachukwe case in Rana on Chem, no say there be. Only prefer say the client in the bidding queen into obe fighting on. And pass on fighting my client in the queen. Is it a idea reference point? Why the Nipano say merit in who other year to us? Yeah.
Indeed, age, you know, Juma. I think that what also dented the image kakra, yes, I didn't really like that thing. Crack, and I think that thing, no say, or might be so and KB and KG be resign.
Okay.
The things that A+ become far.
Oh yeah. And then the response be on the
and then the response, and then how our whole Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Now, question, okay, well, I said in Sakwa show be those things. I really didn't like it.
Okay.
Or might be pa. Or my penina cry be a fine when you need your back. So these things, but like I said, when it comes to this our country, and people really don't. Sa anamono there enya ade a o na ma resign no in fact who person you pa ko no crash still on person obeko so maybe make a cram account one
okay yeah all right okay and then so na oral and chama to launch the party o
fellowship dem party na say party no order that
there be party no na movement it's a friend ayo political party oh coconut groove and they are movement na change about political party and order na di
but say no a flag bearer boy
the obey presidential candidate independent presidential candidate
okay
but say the obano amayokuo mu akasa
party
edi bi bebre no edi say beba looking at the performance what's your terrain.
Oh, I like him. I think he's a fine gentleman. I like him. I like the wife also because no TA Jumedi.
Yeah.
So I like that when I got to realize okay, TA so I also fell in love with the woman.
Yeah.
But I think that Ghana, just as even in America, Republican Democrats, sa NDC NPP, and sa nebekwa. Me enya ade am hu ni say
ade bibi be ya be say da ba
obey but I don't think say ebeko baby I don't if you ask my candid opinion and this is my candid opinion patriotic obia is I'm saying that
and the Owajena is a fine gentleman, that's right.
And I think that he would have I still believe say he would have done better still as a MPP more if he had stayed and anko Nyama tutunia ebia anka me so say be cry by now
anka bia party no
he would have been a very good position say bia
okay
but tell me party there
very difficult
I'm for be yodo I'm for be yodo
but later no
because at the end of the day baby edu no still a NDC NPP
yeah
America opa call a Republican and Democrat opa of course, yeah.
No, a lot of parties. No, presidential way and 5 to 7.
Until case crime.
Obia grant to me push you to run off.
And Ghana, they are big party. Now, having CPP now in Kroma Brev crowd, CPP crowd. Then I'm for Omedi and now also Betty party and then Ghana for NDC MPP. Nia yesi engine party BHD engine party BHD. The back of Tuama. I say okay, if it's okay, well, here NDC candidate no Jan Chale. Papa we no hear me fair. We are gentleman or this near Tuama. MPP okay, oh Nanado, the bro for me there. Oh Nanado, mfiso your chini. Nanado okay, MPP minim ya santini nyakoto. Those are the things that will happen. So okay. Oral and Chamante.
Okay.
Me there minya anko e bi or reconsider move na go by but party
very difficult. Progress ya no be that's a pan surprise visit out your brain na.
Mesamba.
Me an you mesamba say we da ka ba kon na afia ne de na ya wie kra. Okay,
I because I don't know whether I've addressed this before.
Okay.
Obi can some time ago me who post be obi the chair me na me stress obi say I imagine the person was MPP.
Okay.
I know MPP ni.
Okay.
Or see Tino Masaki me a few morning show no so.
Oh. And then who that?
Oh yeah, no, I saw it. Say we in a family. I saw it now. Stress and I'm saying okay, well, it's because na me go school.
Yes.
And for years, and there be a more with okay, well, my association with law. And for years, because of a Jumani idea, and then I decided about 3 years ago, say okay, no. Finally, because my school friends say, "Oh, master, school fees be one man be real law, and I bet she
go. Scan be she.
And I'm saying no. Register ha me and I'm saying no. Me dey in your day takasi. And I'm go we LLB. And thankfully, LLB so me my team with him in your first class.
Oh yeah.
Marco Twaso baby.
Yeah. Oga Twaso baby.
Baby.
Baby no. And no obeka ansa afina ko na wie me wa.
Sure.
Eti for nti we dey dey share kokoam. Eti the boss okuta first class LLB. Eti obeka kwato aso wo baby na baby kura obeka kwato aso no. Nyame ya adom a ya de a or the beba betudwa before 24th December. And now be at 24th December or the baba betudwa. Neat 100.9. Opita wa ha. Na yeba is here. Okay. Ose. Za we nyina be bi o. Obi na bia bagode.
Yes, I do now.
Yeah, jame you go so kakra. Na ndisi mo no me ko say.
Yes, I do you go so.
Kakra. Good. Yes, pepe. That's right.
In the media name say definitely there's hope.
That's it. Okay. All right, how you did 100.9 earlier what say me boss on one say channel manager ewa ha Kwesi Abuaje the darling boy. Since 8 May ABC and the date is 16th 8 May 2023 ABC 16th October 2025. What in catch ewo platform we so channel we on one is manager no. What in catch especially on the morning show on the akonyano ma me say mentina na nan so na me kurekure mo it be 2 years over 2 years in here otenika ne oba ha ye no e de enkomo. Okay, na mame kwa ama no so obita me ba o me boss e di nkomo no oka bibi na Dennis Miracle Abuaje, right? Dennis Dennis there Dennis e wa oma no so and Dennis so in fact Kwesi be so say hey Charlie your party ko na say yeah tim say yeah Dennis na komo no no Kwesi expressing opinion I want the post to be away Dennis me wache
e jo so ma ka bia boko
e bo nyame adom na so
do na do me sure
good after over 2 years in here me boss me ji ya no ha che ne or the your friend is saying special visit or the abre wo dwumadi so na enkomo no na wo post ho asem ba e ma me kra me call official handle no so koken kind dia wo twere na kasa agye not just one trunk na eye comment bi ho apese ope
I think that the owner will be square make catch me. I thought that in order for us to have a more progressive conversation in this kaka Makuni said say yeah to about candidate be a our near Brese Brese will lead on mine ube wow coalition center the whole and obesity normal na why you coalition so normally what happens they say on election day at the constituency level or the polling station your agents no you agents back home agents Emma the parliamentary candidate and about agents Emma the presidential candidate see I can kind of we are parliamentary candidate agents in the best sign it Emma the candidate now presidential candidates in this was signing I'm the president and normally what happens in it say presidential candidate agents, I can kind the vote for presidency. The other the second seat in the pen. No, I send it. Abre presidential candidates no coalition room because parliamentary candidates again there and no beba constituency coalition center hall. Yakabum we are now electoral commission or non-work constituency one. We declare parliamentary candidates winner but at the coalition center constituency one say Yakabum we are on to mean declare the obeying say on also best send the results after the regional coalition center of the EC. Now regional coalition is Wakabum, and somebody about the National Coalition Center of the EC. And this is the process. What happens when they say, by the time EC be na just say, we be na jume gina, we am fan say 48 hours. Now at the constituency level, parliamentary candidates, you declare we now. If there are disputes, those disputes are the ones that will be outstanding. And no, is dealt with at the constituency level. Again, it doesn't come to the national level. It stays at the constituency level. And to say, we are presidential candidates. My party, whether MPP or NDC. Now say, you have bought a banner. Now say, why a coalition of BA? They are 6, 7 a.m. Once I can open seat, once I can, now we will say, about one. Went to me and Nimkunim. In fact, the Akano Crown, I can't even Puma. On the normal to go to me declare Nakabi. Because I see what the Akane can't even Mukra and make a difference. Be a way. That's a Bibia Nivo. Bibia Cosso. For the no how be any one. Incommodia be any. Bet we are trained. What can I say? Na and baby, I see Baba Bobono. You see Baba Bobo. And so, oh, Bibika Waka. There's no problem about it. Nemo presidential candidate who lead the party. Now, why you call this in the beginning when you say about the Bobono when we need. But at the time, why you call this in the you know, we better say yes, in Tokwesi was your man. In Tokwesi was Damongo. And this in the MPP, remember, say, in each of these constituencies, they don't have the global picture. Constituency, if they know or have the global picture, they would know, say, you have a responsibility to ensure, say, your party will not get into a fight, violence that can cause property and life loss when you have the global picture. And see, to make a blanket statement, say, I will never concede until I hear from EC, is to say, in the face of the violence that we experienced in 2024, after, don't forget, say, at the time, you consider, you know, there was no issue of counting ongoing for presidential elections. In fact, even for parliamentary elections, you can't be a pink seat from every polling station. And see, the outstanding parliamentary elections, no, a coalition cannot be affected. Parliamentary coalition cannot be affected by the presidential, your friend is saying, concession. Because who can pink seat in Kwandia, it doesn't matter what it is. Yabubo abandoned it in Timon Kra will be to me. A friend is saying, I read me situation. But I can't say, dear, men penet that, men consider that. This is about downset. In the face of even obvious evidence, on Saka pink seat, on Saka, when lose elections, no. But Embra was a watching is, you know, woman for air there are classes, pockets of violence all over the place. But internet won't pay there. And no, and yes, sign of courage, and yes, sign of courage. It even probably shows more of cowardice because only I could do the media to me say, Akona me call no to me and didn't in a democratic dispensation. All over the world, the best principle is that when you are clear in your mind, some you are clear is different. Some you are clear in your mind, they're different. Let's put that in perspective. But when you are clear in your mind, say, I have lost an election. And then in the face of it, you know, you realize that there are almost pockets of violence all over the place. With your own people and other people with the belief, say, the proper and right thing to do as a leader in a democratic dispensation is to concede. It reduces tension. It reduces tension. It protects lives and the property. And enhances a democracy. It's Yemen so obia whether NDC, MPP, PNC, CPP, we should not encourage to make up and say, media men play this is easier declare, even when it is obvious, and you allow your people to go through damage and destruction simply because minimum lose there, but me try my easier declare answer. It's difficult for us to encourage this. And see,
okay,
boss may have his opinion, but in the phase of what we are trying to build as a democracy,
we
should encourage leaders that can gracefully and can do for to me the nyam ewura say ade na me koye no anye yie.
Okay.
Mo bia nkontokwa e mo bia improbia ye be science ko bia. Sa and to say encourage.
All right, Miracles. Take a question from my boss question.
Okay, Onya, me musao. So with your post any chichi me out there me nyina no. Me assure say caution na footway teach you a comma not just maybe MPP for but Ghana for nyina.
Yes.
And just to quote, I mean, says that the country, so on mine on a woman say
the kind of leadership.
So, and second idea Japan, which I'm sure that's not what you're wishing for. Every need Nase obey flag bearer, presidential candidate for MPP. What you have said about him, I see a team vote to manana. Do you think we should vote for him?
I once Kennedy Japan or anybody in our party becomes a leader of our party, we have a responsibility to make sure say Adibia Sali Danebeya Edfa Asungrimba or mining no onye. Remember say Obabeye candidate on the one or represent you na you may even have your own opinion on how you should handle things, but you may not have your way to do it exactly that way because you represent the group. And I can assure you, say, if Touchwood, should he, out of any way, become a leader of a party, he will not do that. Because our party is of the view, say, the democracy must be protected and grown to a point. And I am quite convinced, say, to openly say, media, even in the face and name, pay attention to the choice of my words and my conditions. In the face of an obvious loss, in the midst of chaos and violence. Remember, what it means is that you can be in the face of an obvious loss, but if there are no tension, there are no chaos and violence, you don't have to concede. But that's what I can say.
Yeah.
But in the face of violence, pockets of violence, clashes, and chaos, and you are clear in your mind, the proper and right thing for every leader to do is to concede. If you have all of these things, now that there is no tension, there is no chaos, there is no violence, you can wait for even 1 week. I'm sure John Mahama, His Excellency, sometimes our colleagues is being, I will do so I want to concede.
Yeah.
Because that condition was not there. He could have just sat there and allowed time to pass. But said Don Mahama, His Excellency, encountered the same scenario in 2012. There are pockets of clashes across the country. Tension is rising. He would have a responsibility as a leader to tell his people, say, Abano, and Kwamaye, Majiatu, Yanko Bobo, but no leader should be allowed, no leader, whether MPP, NDC, CPP, no leader should be allowed to be making these kind of comments. They are a bit insightful. And it's not good for our democracy. It's a leader because we are a party. That's what opinion here. I'm very convinced that your party in council, national council. Remember, now your presidential candidate. Oh, sorry, I cannot be considered. Oh, party in Pennyfor. And your friend is saying, party leaders are more planning than ever winner. And it is a one hour candidate. And I also ran off, I'll say, my reading before you come and give any concession speech, you must consult, and the key party stakeholders would have to give you clearance before you do that. You may have your views, but you represent the party. And the decision making of the party does not rest only in you. They rest in the organization. And I'm convinced that the New Patriotic Party would not support a leader Now we say your man for kontokwa, your man for prepare, yes, say Japade. Meaning say melusu, and so tension and mempene. Yes, my train easy. I don't think the party would, or even members of the party will support that.
Ebia, me ne futu anamede man say. Mu internal election and koso. So now cheche mi adi amanyina ne position ebia me hold ni ameke nyina no. Do you think say with the benefit of hindsight is here no? Would you want to ebia ube tweaky inka upost kakra unya ya, or you still want to maintain the position say okay ni awaka about so okay well in the face of it because so wa unim kwan fa so yeah politics ewo impacho me bo unim kwan fa so yeah politics wo my hanum say I'm sure your opposition NDC will latch on this one. They will take it and say look, in case as you said touch wood say Canadian Japan winia omwa be fast say look Dennis Miracle once said about this candidate and said that this candidate is dangerous to our democracy, so don't vote for him. So do you still maintain that this post send your wire now open?
You are wrong. You are wrong. I haven't said Canadian point is dangerous to our democracy. I am saying that any leader, it could be Ken, it could be Baumia, it could be John Mahama, any leader that holds such a view is dangerous to our democracy. And that is why I am sure that there's a reason why Ken also made that comment. Because he was also making that comment to get an advantage. Is it the case? Say, yeah, Ken also cannot say Baumia to win here, and this will also use that against Baumia. Is it the case?
Okay.
There's a reason why there's a reason why Ken is also making that. So there are two leaders here. Two leaders. Honorable Ken Japan, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia holds a view, say tension will bind him in Kofupra. There are pockets of chaos and violence all over the place. That's how we penny now who say Ankoye. That's how we consider no protecting our party for not protecting property here. Honorable Ken holds a view saying that and some trainer is declared na the Beko to be a coso. Two leaders. Your party no has a responsibility to elect one of these leaders. And I'm very sure that your party no will elect Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because the MPP, as we know it, is a party that believes that democracy, it could be down today and it could be up tomorrow. It's not a do or die affair. Ultimately, it is the interest of the country that is the priority.
Okay, that is where the quick one. Who said some MPP members and you're happy with that early concession now, boss and Mayan, including Jerry Ahmed. Any other MPP, Pennyphobia, they were not happy. Mati,
a lot of the MPP people are also very happy.
Oh, okay.
We are in a say with democracy. MPP class say a kwakotwa bambwa. Abeya kochi. See in our support Fako.
Okay.
And that is why in our party we are to me channel joint in America made the honorable Ken channel Jerry Ahmed Obia channel we are and see that one is fine.
Okay.
The most important thing is that the majority view always hold high than the minority view.
That's right.
Then I see a Tuabe. Is that saying John Ramani Mama only 56% or so? He doesn't have the entire country supporting him. There are some about 42% that didn't vote for him. It doesn't mean say he's not our leader. But there are some 42% that disagree with the things he promised. But for now, he is a leader and he has to run with it. And see, we will never have a situation where, as a group, all of us agree on one thing. And that's why when it comes up, you'll be discussing it, and you're discussing it. If you understand, Honorable Ken also holds a different view. But Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's view is one that protects our democracy, one that protects lives. Because for so be it so, I didn't need to say where you lose. It's the other now man for prepare. Now we go with him where we go with him now for 4 days later. We consider how do you bring that person's life back? Because what channel it doesn't change anything. What channel, and something shit now on Sakana Ukrano. That's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's position. Another person's position is no matter what they entering. That is why the party people will elect one of them. And ultimately, the one the party people will elect, will be the view that the majority of the party hold. And I'm convinced that party for no more year police station, the man pink sheet in the crown now, or no say the bottom no. How the coalition center, or you aware say police station one will lose. I don't know, on Sanko. Now the Japanese say answer Yababe consider, and the party people will take the right to the session.
All right. Dennis, and Opay Yadase. And I would know Beatrice Socha, I Beatrice and I
Dennis Miracle, Michiao.
Beatrice, or you media to one. I want to hear one. I want to hear $1 Lagaton. And $1 no say. See the idea
Beatrice right to be able to come Accra.
$1 there. Catch $1 there. Back from my age na epe. No crowd no can say me to be.
Sir.
Piambra 97 crowd my name eba. Man in Tinaho. Oh, to see $1 situation, a benefit is for the businessmen. It doesn't benefit the general public.
Miracle TAT, walk a sabay 30 minutes. And your miracle in a car say, NDC in the war power and kaya better $20 cedis. Now, na Ghana for na MPP as a class a 17 cedis. And the miracle said $1 no, about 10 cedi or pay. Hey, me your miracle, who dear.
Mark,
I have a man in the time now.
Was it? 1 minute.
Mark, you see, if I so be in me, so said all about 10 cities. It's 3 months. Now within 5 weeks, I say I got 13. Now say about 10. Now say I got. Oh yes, sir. What happens? And they say the consumers do not benefit because businessman, it's not to say on him said $1 no be say I cost be money. Or the name on the bar on so because him say be say I cost. Say obi got $10 cedis. And no go cry niama. Niama ne bar within the last 5 weeks. Time and niama do Ghana no. Na dollar call back to 13 cedis. Waboka. It is see and what is happening is say the business people are today going to buy $1 at 11 cedis. But the niama ne bar to so my because otiswa in 5 weeks $1 no be say akọ so biom. It is first be then nke ko gina 20 kra na him said that 20 ya. Na nke dia plan. Nti yesro mo sa crocodile the John dey higher. Ebe
and
Tia MPP for losing by 1.7 million.
So
one try be san ko to aba one hwe be ko 2 million.
Anyway,
amoka say ya omuntie nsem
omoka. Me no ba be kan wa ma yet de yet say yet asia. Beatrice and a presidential staffer, another surprise for you here on Neat 100.9 Ghana Montie. So Beatrice na say
me nyabema bibi aboko.
And yet to come from afar.
Yeah, Montie vitamin Neat FM ya Montie vitamin. Producers no he.
On let me was your
number na ya mu.
Dem na number there you wada your friend.
Police and friend.
Sir. Oh. Ya no akasa. Oh, see invite to Mambra. Yate. When the problem.
Me bo aben friend.
When the you be friend na your friend say no wa ma.
Na unim. So unim say Neat FM no mo wa asem. Campaign time.
Yeah.
Obi am friend me. And o say ya friend me sa na me fa. That time council na me say another TV station.
Listen, there is no way Yebeka say because who say ya friend wa won fa issue ni say issue be ba na ye hia say et say ubema yeah no I understand very good and you from so and na yen so enye yen from so say Yebeka because na ye tie for no my pressure wo so me tie no do so and na magjaru frɛ between and na won frɛ be it is a one when issues are came at na that's right it na there and then the one ba the year pa say we have go there that's right yeah dey go pass yeah me as pa na abem so no make say
nyame adom bibia boko ye ejuma ewo hwa e wo say ye nya na nye ejuma ketwa o hwe de bi a miracle kasa na pa we kre kase say ye to $30 cedi na ye nim say de bia e beto no 30 cedi a e yesen o beto na 10 cedi no na wa to no 11 cedi sa memu no de Ghana fo mu mpe bibiom na yen so ye mpese sa akra beba say ye maame mu omudetire behye esan say $1 aban bi to me be fa no efi 4 cedi 20 pesos no dey cost 17 cedi o ka o say ye kra so beton no de bia 17 cedi say o beton no 10 cedi and 12 cedis no ye mpe bibiom me gidi say Ghana fo mpe bi nti de bia President Mahama ne ministers o mo yire o mo ho send ya brony friend relative stability.
Yeah.
Yebeboa na yesika sem ejina ye. Na yebeboa na mmebunu no anya ejuma. Yebeboa se omo a se bi omo kita omo nsa no ejuma omo ye no. Kuro no ana economic condition ne be ye. Yempese yebedu baby a yebeto fuel a liter 22 cedis. Te se mre bi na ye ton. Yempese yebedu baby a inflation be ko akopem be 54. Me ka se MPP aban a Ghana for boa ya ye tu omo de. Magjerry eni se nyenye bi da. Na se in the very far future.
Yeah.
Na MPP mpo betna akonwe mu a mesere omo. Ade omo ye no mo ampo onye bi. Esanse nobody must govern their country the way the MPP did. And I made bank come on now only omo bo.
Yeah.
Omo internal election.
Now it's here.
Oh na nyan. O hwen some more kan eto de bi kana me.
Na internal elections dey ensem bebre to be see.
Dey bi internal election dey yenim. Ye nyina ye political party. Party biya de o ye internal election a. Kene ken ebi be kasa basa ne sanya ma ba ne ekoso wa MPP na de enye minya enye na o hwe de wi omo de omo ho ku ena o sori obi a ba omia aid mi aka ba omia wo be 22 aid obi aba radio so ana ha no aid ni bi ma
ba chese so unofficially
na make us say party na nkasa na obi a pese emfa ba omia right de bia ken ne omo maka ne de bia na omo buefu na so mo ntimi manage omo internal election mene menua mienu na wa obed ne same omo ye NDC fo ya ba chese we would disagree ye pages ne kra no omo to make a come adwin kire me na chese eno ano no ba ye ntimi nya ye hu finsa because ye opponent ye MPP fo na mo ambo mutimi ye mo ho say na ye de tumi hye mo nsa mo be ye ne sen ene nti na mo betena akonwa so no na journalist kra na pamo sorry a se mo beka no kra na mo editorial policy kra na musuro ko unim na wanko kan yi ade a ye de be ye wo o kra obenunu
sana netie
nti ye yiro ye ho se ne ye be ye a ye be matima mo fo ho atom ye yiro ye ho a ye be bɔ modian se mebunu no benye ejuma ene me no kasa big push ya launch se ne ye be ya region bia no sika Jesse, yemfa enkoto amena se ye di si asori dan amenyame. Ye di besi ayaresabea. Ye di be yi akwan akese. Ye de be boa na school nkwadaa nya aduane na Majari mami misa wo se wo de wakoye host yi a wo etiefuo bebre no. Na nse mutimi kan free SHS ho asem pa. Se wo nte bi o.
O free SHS de se ekoso so obi anim se ekoso.
Se problem bi eni ho. Say no nkwada na ye mom expired rice da be na what say the social rice akoma nkwada
the last time na honorable Haruna Edris no ka no maduane die no so hu ni say asede a aduane no de ma omo no headmasters no mni ade no ma nhwe ni yia kwanya aban ne fa so ma omo provisions omo de be ma nkwada no won be withdraw so it means that something is not right
it's a sample a say aban say what say yes ye ma expired social rice e was say untimi nka say owedi enye edu baby kan people for to me catch and say aduane na say ya the benefits have not been destroyed ye dia che yen kra say ye money di rice a say na free SHS nkwala enya eyi baby na textbooks ni ho o kan ye say mo mpe free SHS ene sa memu ni nyina ekọ 4 years MPP bet na akonwa so textbooks I de man kwada ya mo mu bi ene me no kasa 2025 budget
textbooks na anya by say your publishers are working on the textbooks
make up public schools oko basic education public schools textbook eye aban asede ene me no kasa no 549 million ya allocate say yemfanto textbooks e man kwada
so that's what I mean say publishers no wo ho na waban ne gituma no watono de ama
MPP 4 time na publishers da ho ho man to bi ama kwada no nti ye chechiro man ekro ha ye sika sem esua sika yenya no ne hawa edaye nso no mo ho pe Inti de bia no broni frɛ bibi scale of preference sɛ wayɛ aban deɛ sika no wode bɛkɔ akɔto am na sɛ wode si cathedral ana wode bɛsi ayaresabea sika no wonya bia wode bɛyɛ wei ana wode bɛyɛ wei de bia na aban hwɛ nea yɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛmate mamfoɔ ho atɔm na maka ne san menka sɛ NDC aban yɛyɛ angels Ken aban deɛ woyɛ adwuma ana wode nhyehyɛeɛ bi ba bibi bɛtɔ chima kakra timamfoɔ bɛka amanfoɔ bɛka sɛ omani nsɔ na kyɛ sɛ obi a kyerɛ na adwen na yɛatene no ɛno no broni frɛ no review na Magjerry meka review ɛnyɛ cancel
o sɛ review de ɛnyɛ cancellation
na sɛ na yɛte kromu ha na nkrofo bi si review yɛ cancel nti sɛ meka review o sɛ mintimi nkyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ review nyɛ cancel nti ebe review policy no na yɛayɛ no better sɛ ɛyɛ feed ne nsɛm na ye pilot na anye ya will review and make it better. Nia ye pen say Ghana for at the end of the 4 years no. Omobeka se President Mahama ni NDC omoni yen ediniye.
But what we are hearing and now maybe you who notice be schools ni be normal ka say awofo no support to school no mutimi feeding koda no. E dey na assistant to say ba.
Me pa cho notice ben.
Yeah, you who say na headmasters nibi I saw a parent or the baby from the Benny school for some reason or just a headmaster na can say I will follow and contribute BB one contribute BB kakra to support and continue feeding.
Nancy what say headmaster be sebi or ordinance so nkwala no for GS no na aban anhya na se o na GS training science ntenye bibia na
abana sanction
na meka de em de say wate na first no headmaster bi betimi akasakra wo ha say ene de ka de yate na yate a yetimi tu ho anamo na yaka say ene school ben me okay kra o ma me school ni din anka e bia me koya me kwa for minister of education and na the deputy na maka say mate say ni say nti mama ye ni nko ho na ebre bi atwa mu de na wuntimi nkakra o woni wan yesi who born dog woni wan ka na wakoka say bibi nkoyie inti we kra tre say fresh air amemwo with fresh air amemwo a ema obi tre na dream bi na MPP for no ka within the party ka lanchaman tin ko che na adwen hwade o mode ye no ena o se o launch ni party minim say
ene
na mbe wi o prime minister ka na be ye half san ko lanchaman party
no sir
ai mete say obi group ni bi so mo lose it ya ma ko join lanchaman internally get saying inti san krofo we yemfa to me nsho mo nsa o
but Beatrice man be say we o economy and we share say say dollar na say page no what is happening your man penny can say intervention city no page no I say dollar no dey page no as compared exchange rate said yet no your man penny can say na BOG intervention be it is an intervention no say one put to hold on that intervention no money there na artificially managed
na artificially managed na Magjerry eno ameka say bi me say
yeah
the MPP for say dollar stabilize and city stabilization
yeah.
appreciation artificially managed dia omutimo odempa inti yetimi manage dollar any city artificially and Dr. Baomia say Ghana high economics nyanse nyina egu ni tirimu na lectures o ye no wentimi amfebi artificially manage the currency
India and no consequences and one shall not a jeans and one hard
na Mr. Momo kasa no metimi akere consequences no say bia na wakase consequences na mate bia the economic implication is this and the economic any nanka
artificially no manage announce one shine na jeans and one I try na cost more than what you expect
and yet artificially manage unim so nim say me board member of Bank of Ghana
yeah
inti insemni bebreka na mintimi nka na nia metimi aka ne say Bank of Ghana ye wo data say de bia no sika sei ena fi Ghana ekọ amanone say nkrofo di kra nyama ba na omode to nyama na emprempi no banks ne wo dollars de nanso ebia said day one omuhia 50 million dollars ebia banks ni nya sika 40 million inti ebeka 10 million sa 10 million na was omunko black market no omunko to na black market nso de for the highest bidder say me per dollar na won per dollar so wo ka so be ma nipa ni 10 cedi no bi so be ma 11 cedi obeton ma 11 cedi no sa won so per dollar ninti no ene ye say 9 cedi kra obi so be ma 11 cedi nti be hu an say dollar na 11 cedi nti Bank of Ghana say ye be so mase say ye be ya say ye hia 50 million ye betimi di 50 million na ye available na ye mo di akra munyama say sa we wo sikasin we ni awe pe no mfa mba na mentoma na ni nyina eto obetwa ana e be kofom nti enye intervention to say na make no ni enti asade we MPP fo anye bi ne kra na say edu baby no na ni abroni fo ne ye forest ya reserve na wo Bank of Ghana na entumi nru more than 2 weeks of import cover ekrobia the international standard we nya kra no 3 months of import cover there was onye bi MPP for entimi anhwe ye kro yi so be kai debt exchange nanado classmates on no ko school to me de nsa so ne omo sika so or say debt exchange no money import cover ni bio because the most difficult thing to do for any central bank is to build a reserve na MPP for mo mano kate o mano awo say no say yetimi e intervention keke and yetimi stabilize cedi na anga wo ye sure say Dr. Baomi no oyo mo lead economist na oche dollar no the keys na ma IGP no when timi intervene no mutimi edem papa enye just a simple matter of Bank of Ghana intervening eye bibi nso a ye friend of fiscal prudence say na ya ba no ye mfa sika enko kasa ye koto sky train na yakotua sika bebre sika aban dia to ho na NSS for to medium nsa bomu over 500 million na nkrofo kita sanya mani nyina na munim say affect exchange
but send the allegation so your lawyer office you know send the court say they are contestable as you see obi na dey say bomu say dey
omo je loan de omo de allowances si hu guarantee no say no na contestable someone could show statements they will have their day in court intimate partial say fiscal prudence and that's buy ekita 400 million 100 million kekempo no ontumi mfa nkoto amna so odiko ye cathedral or the better textbooks amankwala and no na ye friend fiscal prudence so when him say MPP ebefi akonwa so no more bobesiama and we cannot go to the international market inti saban bi ba na ye ni access to international market say ye ko bobesia na in the absence of this obekaya kenoforiata otumi ko eurobond okoboro oba no abeye kenke party ehu nsem wokro mu ha o o se metimi abobesia nkwanti no mama baso no ma ye kenke party and no sanyama no mpo no it was helping the city NDC ye ba ye ntimi benye bio nanso ya boye hu modern me say obi ya ade na wugina echi a na wo se ne ye nyeden sana na NDC for ye wo power na dollar ne ye 4 pesos and then na Dr. Baomi just a we hu conference hall bi obe rent nansi and their economic lecture and when the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate will expose you. And I've worked at the Bank of Ghana before. I know the money and then bro focus here. Na economic theory see and you did to me man say head of economic management team. A dear no to me ye emra na okono na dollar na ye sing. And net dollar na ye sing. Inti ye NDC ye yanka say Ghana for mumo ye mrane. Ana mumo ya baso because ye nim say ejuma na amode amaye no esum.
Okay.
Kopem se imebunu obia benye ejuma. Kopem se constituency bia benya hospital. Kopem se esuku bia benya akonua. Kopem se galamse kra ye akun. Ye nsuo ne ni beye yie no. Ye NDC for. yen ka se mommo ye mmra no ye se munya botre mayen monte yanse na munya gidie ewo NDC ni John Mahama na ben mu se nia esese oya timamufo ho betom no NDC di san hyehyɛ ne beba
okay
na se ye yempo na ye foma ye se monte ayen na monkyerɛ ye na montene ye na ye ne mu nti ye na wo kyerɛ wa adwen na o ye journalist a obi ansene wo text message say be careful we will kill you me no kasa ene nanse wo journalist no omo class say omo your story na ye hash na omo san dey send obi look at this I'm criticizing you so that you will work on it esan say kebi mamin kebi amemu no saa na ye kyekere no
okay Beatrice answer abekokra quick one Ora Sam George and then near dinner come efa eye the 80 and telecell ye no minority for Kasai and almost Kasai there was a strategic investor $150 million no being injected into 80 but telecell $50 million and almost say one more at the kwakoto 80 and then a 151 yekoji 50 and yakwakoba say get the bemeji bibi wa be me because now we try to get the communication minister
ranking any chairman na e wo mo sister station back na inchiremu amenya ye ne say almost say they are still going through the negotiation there is no decision
okay
nti ye betimi akasa sa ye wi aye say
ade
we ye hwe yi a emwa nti yenye
all right
ana ade we ye hwa ebeye nti mesre say ye betwen
okay
se omudru baby oma make decision na ansa no mo be sign na ya start e kana ade na we a clause A muma we mu say na clause B muma we mu say
all right
nti me say ye NDC for no we hu NDC aban na ya aban a e ba
okay
yes say broni say no one person is a repository of knowledge ni obi beke bia yes say yate me say MPP for time no ade si na wo kan mo se kama no tu mensi kra wa wanim na ade na si no say ye de achew anapa we ga say what bi miracle say auto $30 cedi na de bia o to ne 30 cedi a yes ye na obeto ne 10 cedi no watch na wato ne 20 cedi ni o kire ne mass no wa ha na papa
okay said I can producer be said I invite to but na me hu video be go viral a video a very short video okay say you are from baby it is what is that what kind of short video is this now as a man for especially MPP for the number of social media
na mischief into me call Pan African TV
okay
and I made sure mo se me no se obi be yi nani so obeye amanyo sema eni se ha no se nkrofo
ebedi na oh okay
enti se ebia ene wote me MPP for mu didi matamo ko social media na me maba haka obehwe mo comment section be hu dey am o mu twabo me rough mam emfa me ho
oh okay
enti me ka che mo se me ye nkrani baby aye fi no baby didi atem enti obi didi matama en ha me na entre so se ompe wa asem
all right
and then MPP for ko twa ho
what kind of short video is this and Ramesha na bisa producer am say na we dey answer enti ase bi answer dem
my like cast of man cat and paste say ka dem cat baby we no mo dey paste but ni na can democracy and you should not have a problem say oh ya manyosem na nyama we BC e ya na e man bebre no omu ni tough skin nti so mu be yi o mani kakra na obi didi o matem miensa obehu na ase o mabembu but mesre man no mema ni do mu akukuduro dada nti mesro man se omunya akukuduro na omo meboa na yenkyekere man na so mo beboa nso de a mesre omo join MPP omo be join NDC
Beatrice at the bed is over best try. You better invite to your first invited but before the close or at the end of the year. You have to. Why? That's a fine. Go back out. Tell us. Osia that's so high need 100.9 Beatrice lawyer Beatrice Anan a presidential staffer onena oba ye ha no so be pass it through. I was Ghana Montie Sunie I will need 100.9
Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie Ghana Montie
okay Ghana Montie Sunie we need 100.9 and the very tight We boss steady come on now. Obe.
Ila back.
Aleze.
What did that say? But not because of Mami Atra Nanke Dinkomo.
Oh,
because he was churning out figures. I have totally untruth.
Which of the figures?
You see, Bank of Ghana no and show people to move. The figures to what we all have access to it. So, but like I just say, MPP corner, we raise the import cover and less than 2 months. Also, a board member, Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Really? No wonder say the economy na the iron.
Oh, I didn't know, why?
Because as of January 2025 this year, na in this video about no money intervention be Bank of Ghana ho. Omunya adwuma bia na obeka say omonsa na adwuma nti ye import cover akosoro na say aye strong. But as of that time, now your import cover aye 4 months, like if I say 4.8 months. So I say less than 2 months. Let me tell you keenly. I say a judge the NPP. Mamma Tibe 2 minutes per na yamko ye main topic. So yeah, yes, I tend to who at you out in Hurin treasure. Young woman ra. Unibapebia ye feno. Dr. Obeda Samwa.
Why there?
A man free NDC.
And my bonnet course away now, go for you.
Me, that was one casampo church room.
Neither.
Now, that time, no, not a whole joa, not a bonema. Near any day. Francis says, I'm a bad journey, NPP.
A marble.
Mamma Lucy of our time. Now, but Francis says, I didn't manager NDC by Johnny NPP.
Ada idea.
Na dia na ya no mai musalo. And no crack across the Tinka. For the first time in our history, a founding friends a president and I say founder of a political party. It me friend Kramai. And so wa ne yire ye shana rufuama ama oja party no ekwoti ne ono the political party. I friend NDP.
Obi the beba wa moding said the founder Kramai. Odo kanase.
Over.
Nti bia wona wo susu so ne founder ho.
Nti obi buba won te baase.
Sa wo te bedia me na me ntia.
Obi buba be bisa so won te baase ana. Ye contextual analysis. Ye tia se sia na me ka je say madwuma mu ye de enso ani a. Ho na te adwuma na no a me ka je say madwuma mu ye enso ani no. Now to the extent say a founder of a political party here etimi jai party na ni kuna te. Ekwoti ne party na office na hojo. E dey na si MPP. I didn't see what MPP ma worst of it and see what NDC with that. NDC any standard, but the way we see presenting issue hano and sparking all these kinds of analysis that may present to them. Or see, we see what education sector be born BNC or
are you specifically on free SHS now?
Free SHS, yes, that's what I'm going to. For the first time, for the past 7 years, MPP be there by. When the last time I want to say, you post you a bad now call. Bema school muda. Another
when they say anomaly,
another classic incompetence under John Mahama just within 9 months.
When they say anomaly,
a system that has been set for you, you just came to inherit it. Just manage it. Common management.
But you're supposed to about I say
not that was happening, but that problem was corrected, and along the line. Yanti what she be. And the chance for a press conference catch say National Science and Maths quiz kramunti yet. Now a release card the back here. I know here I want to say about release card until almost see the release card no. Now Jerry, about the way there will be issues. And you don't come about the benefit of the doubt. No manage the economy no am I. But if you come here to pontificate, when you have worse things happening under you, I will not tolerate such dishonesty. Parliament House, Omojuma Krampo is in danger. From their own speaker. Ekache said they are not able to do their work as expected because of lack of release of funds. Mr. Ko Nakoshe Parliament. JC Oho. Omojuma community. I don't think defense minister over 4 months now to be appointed defense minister. Because Parliament cannot even convene just to even have their appointment committee sitting to vet defense minister. We are all political actors. We know what is going on. Assembly and all the district assemblies, the municipal assemblies. Say do you have the reports? Say musica a court said also kwa.
Oh, how? I want them your previous. I want to make because I have
worked at assembly before, and I still have my members there.
What must say? Sigaben almost here.
Me mabusia from union assembly members. When it's a local government, it is hinged on the assembly members.
Oh, but you know what, sir? This current regime, I can confirm to you, the rate at which a common fund, now it is a core assemblies and can discrepancies. This current regime is doing well under the leadership of Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim. I'm telling you, fact.
He who feels it knows it. I feel it myself. I've made references to the fact that I've worked there before. I have family members who are assembly members. They drive the assembly.
And I'm say common fund and
make your independent checks.
Common fund and
I'm telling you, say make your independent checks. Almost sitting allowance into of late.
And assembly into ya, it doesn't mean says you can't call. I'm telling you, I'm privy to it. So I know what I'm talking about.
It was banned by human beings then. And the superhuman beings could go assembly was DCs and MCs.
Now certain allowance or moon to ya assembly need to ya more. I don't know free.
When we are raising legitimate concern, don't hold brief for such people.
Oh,
they are put there to man the affairs of
the assembly. You are holding brief.
And journalists were being gagged under NPP. Meditate for one because you need enough time in tea.
Can discuss this here.
Journalists were being gagged under NDC. Oma Ashanti regional minister, Amwakohene. Just a post I did President Muhammad Dean and on a picture at Galamsey site. A chinti at the backdrop, a post to at there by Joy News. NT Okachi almost said, pull it down that publication. Such a ridiculous instruction to a media house, also communion independence. Same people are here telling us that journalists were being gagged. I've repeated it several times on your station, said. Within 9 months, I don't want to add October to it. 13 journalists have been beaten. I believe one of you who's a board journalist for Asumuho. President Mahama said, a journalist, a member of the Ghana Journalists Association. Now, you say, okay, the woman can ninja. Where they need to jump on so, you dijano. Ninsesimu pass, you dijano. Let's not go there. Every political party has a lot of characters in it. Into do baby no be shown Subaya. Na Ujina national catcher and say Enunti, the political party is dead forever. Then you are not a politician. Then you are not even learning from history. And specifically, then the woman was not even learning from Onwani political history. Because I've given you the likes of Obeda Samoa, Francis Esiam, Nana Kunadu Agyeman, Rollins, now JJ Rollins here, founder of NDC, at a point left the party to form her own political party. Nanka Mujwa, Uncle Frimu.
Opat Mudia Awoken. Mema commenting on this. Dr. Brian Champion says I may declare Galamsey 90 days. Yebisasa Dr. Baumia so conceded defeat. And 10 terminal a boy now because as we speak, you know, Ora Canada Japan heading Sambia to just say, now you're no anchor, yes, and on do a betrain, the electoral commission, a bay way. A Muslim etching.
Now, Jeremy Darcy, you see, opinions are like gnosis. Intubia is entitled to unwinding the independent assessment of a situation. But for me, Majidi says, who assess the situation now she na utu na mobi ntem na beboa omana sunja and na was hoye. I believe that before the political party NPP, there was Ghana. Into no individual interest should supersede the interest of the nation. I have listened to Kennedy Japan on a platform and now catch the supporters of the NPP say he was privy to a researcher na NPP Elusu elections way back in 2022. I know several independent researchers are other posters suggested NPP was going to find it very difficult to win the 2024 general elections. And it is such information, to your credit, guiding you into a main election. Now, unfortunately, at the end of the day, at the end of the poll, figures are on Saka HS will lose by 1.7 million votes. Now, Tanahona Kachem say, Electoral Commission and declare a bounty, early concession, and yet appropriator. Jerry, na akakakra. Because on one platform, one can out VG2 me say researchers are on Saka, and I say you are privy to. Actually, say because of the performance of the then government and the certain conditions prevailing at the time in T, now the people were saying said they weren't going to vote for the NPP. Unya simply sujinae edi campaign, and I say a comment on it. Now, sir, at the end of the day, you call a battle on December 7. Now, by 12 midnight, results are Abba, as a result of the internal coalitions of political parties in Naye, HSA, the NPP has lost the presidential elections. Now, Nipana Udi and Nimuno, Adrian Oman home, and by the virtue of the fact that Onim se Oman home do a paramount to on one Kasane personal interest in tea, Wajatuma. Ukacha me say, a yawanka won yin tuma, Margery. Na eshemaso. I'm choosing my words carefully because I don't want to tell the same liar and be responding to Yempenny for when they make unfortunate comments. Because I say obi fun kuma obi enfunya. And to me, the boldest leader in our party. I was demonstrating beyond reasonable doubt. Say or a bold leader, a leader who say indeed the signs were against him in tea. Or say wajitum na omano enyana sundwe. Marjorie, one kasa on your platform have given testimonies to the fact that there were instances that people were forcing electoral commission officers to declare elections as a result of the visible outright evidence say omo candidate aweni aba as a result of say omuhu say abatono anchor in the favor of the then government and I say omo candidate na say nipa na hu no wajatum say indeed adena nko yenti majatuma Marjorie obetina na ka chem say wanka onyintuma. Now you are not a board leader because a board leader is the one say we be coachman or TV agitum to me die and I say akandie and I say penyidie and you say chinchina twan. You should be able to predict say adena ebeko yama and I say enko yama. If you are able to see the obvious truth now agituma, that even makes you the boldest leader that the country needs. Ma me refer to Assembly President Kofo in 2024 time we share party for and OTFO efa the kind of leader or say electing no a catcher or catcher say one say akwakoyi a candidate manadi NPP anima e me hwe obi a NPP for nkwa and a pedal nemum ye hwe obi after say internally ye yin no Ghana fo nyina ebegina tum de tasumi no o catcher say ye koyi Penyamena be di anim as flag bearer. Emi anyi obi a tem bia no oye obi a ode tension beba omayimu. Indeed, so we hear candidate 5 year oma peke nomination forms are submitted in a bid to become the flag bearer of the NPP now. You can clearly identify one person indeed what I say on tension omayimu. And that is the kind of leader you hear. Ebien osa ka che say ye kwakọ leader ye mpe leader obeti aka nyina abom na emom enye obi a obetiti ye ntem. And indeed among the 5 candidates ye wabako a wa kire say ono the etiti aboy ye yonkunum as a result of just to become the leader of the party when you're interested in it. And such is the kind of person I was say ye ewo MPP na say ye kwakọ yi kan okandini a enye obi atem bia no okeka etibom na odidi atem na odidi journalist atem na odidi ahemfo atem na okan sama sabe enim in a bid to win political leadership. Na wo yes awie na obedi anima Marjorie ebeye din se wodi matem akaka me ho nsem egu manim ase no obeti aframe on the table say mema na yenkan humuni enkokon okode no. And indeed some po memba me dey amemfe na beba ahwode a wo say me dey shame dey adwuma no me mfa nye. And I don't think that is the kind of leader the NPP needs. So for me, going into this election, I believe say NPP delegates enimde. And they are going to choose the one indeed what demonstrated over the period say oman hoda edana komaso. Eba party hoda edana komaso. Na say eba se onfa adwibi mra ne mfa moa oman no nchekere nso a eda na komaso. Enunti I don't want us to belabor the point say we should go anywhere looking for a flag bearer for the NPP. Consistency is very important in any political discourse. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia actually consistency. Say a bad track record or a very clean sheeter untimi for corruption charges via enfan foreign ho. On kasa basa or you be a good temperament. Even Dr. Tony Edu Krompo di Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ho dance. Enti say internally you didn't want dance, externally you didn't want dance. We need no further evidence to ascertain the fact that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia a generational thinker. And that is why I believe say when we give the nod to Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, he will take us to the promised land. First one on Dr. Brian Champion's call on Galamsey. I think this call has been made several times by even individuals, not even political actors. Chiefs have made this call. CJ Kra making such calls say indeed the menace of Galamsey is an all-time high. His proposal is that we should declare a state of halt and answer emergency. Now, you survey the menace of illegal mining. President Mahama doesn't see it as such. I say, nobody in this country can lead the fight against Galamsey without the president. If he takes that bold step, now, we all support him. And I've been saying, as we speak, not a single individual has made a call saying President Mahama and support Galamsey. All he needs is the political will to do it. And as we speak, it is a political will that is lacking here. President Mahama intimately declare a state of emergency and fans of here because he sees.
But we're not on no crime because state of emergency was 90 days. Yes, 90 days ban on illegal mining. For me, I'll call it emergency because Ebasana intimately call and conquer. That's why I'm giving it that name. But President Mahama actually said, "Nenkro for a womb, and to me enye." 2. The economy will be affected, so declare that state of emergency. And once he has decided to prioritize the 4 million people involved in Galamsey activities over the lives of 31 million Ghanaians, there's nothing you and I can do. All right, but that's it. Obita,
Mark.
Oh, me same time because so boss ababe kebi ekuma. It's all time they be limited.
I was about to tell me because the boss are coming in.
I need to make some I need to make some yes. Only one. School placement issues you are home. Process you go so sebe enye nase. What them chana mark. And make I say maybe yeah the akrebi ko too JM yi blocks na yes in we no. Ye ndru be bia no. MBB abri so ye the akrebi ko too honum. We ne ye ka say ye ka ho nsema so me, I wouldn't want us to politicize this issue, and it has been something back and forth in 70 dollars. It's Mark. I mean, the politics on school placement issues here. My man enko unjai kra because no question ya me say school placement issues here. They had their own fair share when they were in power. And now let me come to the free school feeding SS4 no eduan assembly way no. You know, you think you sorry you better say a transfer headmaster way. You better say headmaster way ko ha. Oko unnim na headmaster okasa asema to ha. But headmasters they have the opinion to speak their mind, to tell us what is wrong in their schools, because omunim problem omukum. But those times your headmaster or cast MCC budget transfer be never be ro ba koto no ro abe ho ho na bangoro kra ni ho no na bangoro kra ni ho and nyame adom aban papa aba ama obia expressing a viewer uti ha say wo be ka say look at the headmasters that they transferred during your time headmaster Emma to the extent say then time education minister come be ka say student are born cry na go training college mo running mate student are born and go training college and now baby John ma be ka education. Look at what you did to Ghana education what Ghana, look at what you did since you are here nim time you be school you nim time kind of say but it is taking shape ube John ma be ka education you cry they shouldn't even speak about education. You see this MPP me when they are speaking now I wonder why they got the courage omunya akukuduro no de ba a panel discussion and I say they appear on radio and TV. Where do they get that courage from? Maybe say who's that courage in the power, because Mark, look at every sector in the economy in their 8 years. Say everything. Now me can UTV. Me can UTV. Me say me name President Mahama. I can strip off everything that makes President Akufo-Addo or former President Akufo-Addo a president. So one by me, you better penny the Ghana you know why? Because in your time as a leader of the nation, everything Bibia say Ghana. Bibia say Ghana. What the offer $1 now say $1 now say 4 cities and yen. O fire no. Now we young economic forum. Now we share and these are the economic management team who opposition are even there. You went to the Okasaya President Mama Kachira will say, hey, who made the president to be careful? Who made the president to be careful? Oh, I'm concerned President Mahama. Then time as before 2016 election. But when you came, 4 cities like how they maintaining what they were born crown, first 5 cities. But look at you, what they call 17 cities. What they call 17 cities. Now you can't want some Ube John Mara because say in our whole corner, your friends or reserves. But look at today. If you hear and so Magdalene Minister who God board for publications are unprecedented. ABC now. Why within a space of few months, 10 months, years, 8 months, 8 billion, not even cities dollars. I mean, look at the success we are chopping as a nation. And I'm a mambo papanti, and I'm on your dream or mine, and I'm near or dream maburu or dream a china. On Casa made Sika $98 million. Eko to Amana, Abubu a dia for France, a judge's team. Me judge back or Ghana Hanama. I don't want for the purpose of something to make person bomb needing. Sama ameno. But you're renting man in some space of time, I feel sell Sako rent be nay in German during MPP time. Meaning I go for a year on my way, and they don't even have I just say a more crown on Baba Casa Krumanum. See, they have no locals to come and talk. On my most send from head to toe. More than 98 million go to Amana, and the categories one of the idea. Yakoka now say me never been jarred. Me never been jarred. Now now what the 18,000 an hour. Now the rent adding them you see, Yakasi come. This MPP party, we will not they need not to be discussed in this country. They need not to be even discussed. In the name of haircuts. Look at those that they killed. And now let me put this on record. In maintain wase and a buy, you know, but some more time. Maintain wase.
Jamaica say my boy now.
Enya my boy. O so come my boy. I say you dey painting and you dey bunkofo.
Brim that time no azoka boys brim for papa.
No, Magdari, na
where they say you see say history where they I'm part of it too.
You see no, we are talking about the leadership who so be someone obi. No, it was just a problem being a buyer because of sir Swedro declaration people felt say yeah na edru yeso what's the chance but me dey make say and no be some say this is NDC mun who is the next flag bearer because you say my brother Mr. Omo mu bo mu din ko mu nim so mu be di president o obi a na eka bi and I'm academic me boy because one the only person who knows the next president of this country is the supreme being Yakopon. What's the chance say because years back 2016 Granny Ebo the next flag bearer in MPP and e balance mantini anameboa nyala na ebo ni di mark ba na o wahefa so what them channel say it no dey misunderstanding be na ba obeda someone in the team what did they do almost the misunderstanding they felt say they were going but later on they came back but what the any there the person left waba wasaiko and he's talking about defense minister say after for months now you see maybe so Mark defense minister Agyeman enkoso ana is there no an acting minister is there no an acting minister is there no first a deputy minister there what is the difference between acting and then
no
man kasa
the ministry of finance
no
master two key ministries you can't joke with it me say the finance ministry and the defense the external security and you want to joke with it you don't trigger such an important issue
me say Mark what the NSC was this year. What is happening? The NSC. Honorable Ato Forcing. Any mini Abuja Jenfi. They are not working on. Omunye Juma. Look at the work who followed Bruja. The Juma Bruja airborne. And yeah, easy. Now you are more. Yeah, say yeah. You know, maybe military craft form say man for my far forms in any way. No. You see, and the work that the minister or the acting minister is doing, one are complaining. Na ye kan ye ni abre kan asema na wo hanuma wo ba ye kan also be bo aban aba so say aban wa ma economy ya ma ye ho atoye mo omema no ma sisi aye nsese sika ye nsie mafo jetre enhye ye ye na amuna ma epe baabi ye ka say ape sika e de akwa bosia da bia mafo eko kra na ma just omo pa bosia those times ni obi be yi na adwuma obi be yi na niema just okopa bosia because budget na wa budget no obeba no ntisa dollar to me 17 cities pounds to credit nine and 20 in echi nine and 20 in echi but look at today what the experience we are having in this country and we are talking about if a media station has done something that's enya na say if a minister akoka say minianum de mo ye enya if say nipa 8 years the regional chairman the constituency executive the constituency the district chief executives the regional ministers two galam say okrom anum anu kwa man fa the picture anya artwork no be about 8 months no be about 8 months now more than the picture kwa artwork say if I say unstoppable galam say now near processor first one president na yema fighting galam say no mu ya na. You see, let me say something here. Ghanaian media, the Ghanaian media, you guys should look at something. You are not doing something right here. Near papa no mon kan wasem. Ghanaian media, the air papa no mon kan wasem. That biano, you want to mo pese nipa de ye papa kra mo pese mo ye kan say mo gun hu fin. Na president Mahama oba how many months ni? Oba how many months? Nipa de fear watch asa niema. Asa bi bia organa. Look at the success we are talking now. Now Baby John I Baby Denny picture Baby artwork Abe Gun Hufi. Because of what? Because of what? Now the regional minister will say or can a FN say we want them. Ne mo awudi amudi wo kroma no no ebi nie. Ah mo Babe can a FN say amako hin asem. Yeah, mo time na mo presidential aspirant. I say enko no oye yanka amesore ke. 1 week kra na nipa ni wuye. 1 week kra na nipa ni wuye. Mo be jano mo tumi aka ho hwe anya ho hwe. Mo jama abeka media say mo kroma no. No, you guys should give us a break in this country. Give us a break kra. Ne yen ko yenim. Mark, into media ya kan no. In fact, the MPP they have no EFN to come and talk about the economy and what the happiness in this country. The country is on a good track, and by the grace of God, President Mahama is delivering for the people of Ghana. This year, Vita na ye turn be. Mark say the okra the auto cars into what the okra the assassin we crowd. And can say me German na woka. First uko yika na uyi ni saying. Mark uko yika na uyi ni saying. This year ene look at dollar na I buy from boy airboa. What I say? First, near your tongue, a furnace and Vit. Now Vit in them 100 and something thousand cities. Vit at 20 before 2016, and then 15,000 was the same. And Mumo time, a Kobe 100 and something thousand. Aden. Now on mine and Yamiadum CCI, and who kita 80,000, kita 70,000, 90,000, Ubenya Vit, come on. Ubenya Vit, come on. You see, so this government, they have no you to come and talk about. The economy in this country. Okay.
All right. Medaso Pinta. And I can remember a deal from Rem Kakrana. You go ahead name. And what yes, Nabutre. I'm far away. We say, I say, Jerry, good morning. Please ask question about you for me. Did any MPP person begged money from him before? And again, did you know 2017? The time John Mahama started criticizing MPP, okay, but he said that was it. Mumu be trouble. Where's my dear? Please help me. Oh, tell Brad Kwesi that I really want to talk to him. Richard Ofori. Richard, okay. Where's my dear? Tell Kwesi we miss him. All right. Where say? And indolent mini micro minority should spend years with the cacophony that they performed worse in the communication industry in the government. So, Honorable Brian Champon, how has the thinking capacity and the temerity to give advice on Galamsey fight? Mystic wonder. And they beside this question. Well, sir, Jerry, do you remember Fonka? My name is Anane Kubu from Nungwa. I am Fonka Games. Mekaipa. Pablevi Pokrasi Bengazi said, Tracker who leads the MPP party in the next coming election. Any of the MPP presidential hopeful can emerge as winner of the MPP flybearer. It is likely to be Kennedy Japan or Dr. Bamia, but we, the NDC party, don't care who will lead MPP. So, well, say good morning to you, Jerry. My name is Patrick from Ashalaja. NDC and its communicators are very deceitful. So far, they performed abysmally in the fight against Galamsey. Wafake, no plan station, said Jerry, please, I don't get you. I say, I don't understand you because every day, 2 NDC texts from Amasamai is the first message that you read. And because, what send it to you? Wafake message out there, babe. What the message is by 10:27. Amasamai news, so me started 5:30 now, no, dear. And now me so me ready. We cry. Nya me na me say na me ready free soroa. Na ko fake. And you likely say me ready message. Oh 10:27. Say na me bomb me ready message is here. It was normal the band tem. And that's the reason. I told them me shada. Na ma fa be free soro. Na ma fa be free fin no me ade. Why? Okay. Me da say. Ma me ko ahamane so. 03022 5790 meba. 03022 43540. Mami fa we memo makasa last as I'm sorry. Why? Beba to ma che.
Mejo so.
Yetu bra.
After me better me can say. Last day me from me can say o se bibi say. Gana si atema ya muka. penifo no mu akra no mo tini kɔ bebi amu yɛ gan se kɔ besa mo asɛm wɔ no sɛ kromfo wɔ mu wɔ no gan se na mu yɛ nsɛn ana mo ti akra ha ɛna obi bɛ mo mu report ana mo ti akra ha ɛna obi bɛ mo mu report ana sa mo kɔ bebi amu yɛ gan se wɔ no mu ɛkɔ besa kromfo no mu wɔ krom wɔ no ana mo ti akra ha no mu na mu kasa bebi amu yɛ gan se sɛ pipe ba hɔ bebi amu ka yɛ sɛ gan se asɛm wɔ mu kana nya asɛm kitiwa
okay Madam, sir, I'm Fado Dio, Mache.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah, Ali Nekasa from Newtown.
Yeah.
So, Michamu.
Yeah.
In fact, we say the better quarry pa die. We say NDC. Say MPPU. If so, no matter what. Very happy with NDC about corruption. This is a choose corruption. Your mama they on your father choose corruption. No matter what it is. No, it has so and I said, but MPP anytime corruption assembly always say na asem untikura bi untisi. Even we Abu Gapeli, they are changing to because of corruption. Wow. NDC there, so we ban corrupt there, and this is MPP.
Okay, Madam, sir. Maybe try my fine, Mache.
Hey, Mike.
Get you.
Hey, what am I to
And council.
What do you mean? Mike, the 90 boys are going to go as a
Yo.
Mark Yamisha Papa, na Uyangu to Quantum. Mark, me come as a Mammy tell me with a Cabraba Quire Boy, incoming national chairman. Let me tell you, we are brand a tampon. I'm ready to MPP, a Kopua Bania for you, Cadini. Minu Cassay, and Kuala, I used to poor Motifi. Yet, there will be a bit near Beer Numa, Amma, and Kualana being a Jumaye. Na me ne wo mi enu ayema awie school tifi ni ye ho atoyen Mike so wo be sha yewura ba obi o safata all the candidates wo nyina safata na Mike ni bi sa se enkrofobia omudin yewura ba omi akiro wo mo anu mo kufu adu abam na MPP especially senior college ni ho kire yen sa ankrofo no omudi dachi enu tira delegate kase ani ese Canada Japan crofo say te ba omi awini no mo nto abade a na ba omi aso crofo say so ba omi awini kan fo so mo nto abade a ani delicate sisa na tie dia yamfa aba no enkoma yewura brand a champion na wo hwe papa enuma wa be bie Mike enana agyemen sam ye hia papa wa nyanso tuom ha ensem papa yi gu fom na che say wo hwe resources ani ema bi kura du
na
kama
Madam, sir, Mame Fado Dio, Mache.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
Yamiado.
But I do cry. What's the come I am an NDC. Why are you here? I am not having the car. What's the iron yanty and a yes to buy? If you know the Yaman Quay or NPC, abroad, the mission ahead, this is not a bio. But all the baby and my baby, no more than that, my baby not to them. NDC will quote them, they will quote them or when you do cry over kind of matter there. NPP abroad no to them. The meeting as a NPP. Yeah, for chopper, why are watching him before the them or the friend and fun to one.
Okay, Madam, say, Mame Fado Dio on Bato Mache. Mache, last one. Oh, wonderful, Mammy. Mache? Yes, sir. Yanko Padomoko.
You made no research here, Dr. Bomia. The damn Kadaligi. Almost 2 abandon my Dr. Bomia. Now, Fred Bell, dear Wapa Wansa. Otumbe president. Debbie. Nanado time is here. Kufota Mitiye. Atamis time is here. Your mama Tamasi. Into tomb upon boom. Dr. Bomia. Na ombi party enu my John Webb in Germany here NDC ayomu kasa omunti omachi omunti omachi kagalam here yaku anopen wo communicate and back can say Dr. John German Mama of fighting Galamsey, then beautiful Amayafi. And beautiful fighting another fight Papa. I'll fight Galamsey. And this is for Galamsey. I didn't say, Omo Power, Omo Galamsey, I don't talk back. Omo no Yajuma, Omo Bawan, Omo you.
Okay. But that's it. If I last one, Archie.
Yes, oh my.
Yes, I eat you.
Now, all to say,
Boko Nyamiado.
You didn't have Mike, your friend on here about me casa from Oyarifa. And your person is this in your NDC, and say, on the radio station, what I say, MPP liberal right to talk any issue about this country. Now, all parts say. So, I need the MPP for no almost Azerbaijan as almost the other. Every situation in this country, we have right to talk about it. And as a boy, yeah, then I say, and Koya, and you can say, I can't want them. We are talking to you, and your margin say, NDC, we know, be we, you know. And yet only NDC phone call to Obama NDC party now, or be we, Yana. You will be why you were MPP, and so you have for two Obama NDC. And no more power, just because of not previous administration, one of two things they are normal. It is almost year, baby. That's a Koye, not yet car. Omunya to boise no munya kumapa e fama distance yeka no me enyiran na so.
All right. Better say, Hana me say. Obi be afraid be me that say. And again I'm Montie Thursday's edition. Said now so ka there.
Jerry, I can force okutre. Enkwari ni mako ma aponchireni ente hu free. Yes, it is true sir. Some of the appointees in the previous government follow Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And these are the people ABI in one or the other more offended the followers of the political party. Emma and Amasunti, there was that apathy. But Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia says, yes, or not as a leader, no. I don't think there is a single individual in this country who say on Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia a issue. And it's not being I said, Obi enquiry ni mako omo into 250.
Okay.
And politics here the numbers na ye. And until na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud ka say omo yemfe ni into omo if he say omo offend you know. Nemu ono as a leader no what he's coming on board with should be considered either than the followers are ABI in one way or the other no omo offend omo. But he na kwese boaje make some points be under 30 seconds. Now, I say it is too early to criticize the NDC. In part, I agree with him. But I see, so Oyano to say the criticism from Miracles, no, unfounded that made in Hoya. And he said, Mark, say, oh, Abofra, na Osano one threaten, no, you are Otana ye. And Nuntina was say, yes, Shasi, baby, or Mokoni, you catch on, oh, wait there, na baby enko yen so say okay munya ni say that is not to say you catch on say china your problems no
okay
solving within 9 months but we can also sit down father no and say ansana
criticize
but by then no na we hu hwe a enye ye biem
medase obida
mark na penya wa mbo brade oye dey tu the obo brafo and the whole thing is that Nyame Adam the big push as my boss said Sisi Anyame Adam obia expect
koso
niema
they say you can anymore
and unim hwe so ya we say the pokua say Amasa Mine Road no contractor e was so gidigidi power ye adwuma Sisi asa the ni sa nema no this na drivers for ye because strike e be we ni ade no you don't hear it again because obakofo sky so otuama nipa hotono na ye adwuma no the two amana no the full plane now or the kotu say Pualugu Dam. O presidential candidate that was say the monumental project of mine was the northern region, you know, say the northern sector was Pualugu Dam. $11 million. Yeah, they are mark brand so undi. Sa leakages in here adini nyina na nyame adu and look at Sisi asa small grain na first akwai and also on na nado $40 million every month no every dose every month no says can enkobi me ba dabi mama no si me so mama no si mama no si dabi mama no si and am say me time ko nti mama no si nti me di mama no si no sa ye fene leakages ni wo bi ma nya me adom the gold board led by Sami Jemfi is giving us good news in this country. Thank you.
Better say. Go on, Wesley. Better say. Na better say that idea ma. Amasancha me kwa brama for mami akosi etonam. Omo de be review papers the kwadwo da me ado na me producer. And then me boss here Fred Kwesi Aboaje on me channel manager or appear on the show. Oba ha and I will tell you lawyer Beatrice Anan. And also ebe pass it through. Within the luxurious OSEI Agyeman. Dr. Faradex and executive producer. Fully supported by me general manager Kennedy Asante Osei. Omo de bo me chuda manager media ya de bere wo. Ya kwa numere touch lights. Ye be share touch lights. I mean go bibia. Philip Abevi. Philip Abevi say was my inshira. Wapejam nshira nimo. DJ Foreigner is taking over.